Mic check 1, 2, 3. Everything looks to be in order and the captions are working. So, as usual, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Bay House. I am the Addled Doctor, VTuber villain, and deity extraordinaire, and I hope you're all having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening today. As you can probably hear from our background, we'll be playing some Final Fantasy XIV today. Um, we might not go into the story today. We might, depending on how long it takes to go through the dailies and other stuff. Because, as much as this story is fun, I kind of want to talk to everyone, but I can't really talk during the cutscenes. But you'll see. Like, it's getting really good with the story, so we might go into it, we might not. But before we head straight into the game, we always have Stream Raiders. So if you don't know what Stream Raiders is, it's a game. Every 30 minutes, we go into battle against enemy armies, and you can join us over at streamraiders.com. The command for that is !battle. And you can join me as your captain as we add units to the field and try to defeat everything that stands in our way. Of course, we're aiming for world domination, but don't tell them that. I hope you're all having a lovely day today. I myself had just had breakfast, a bit sleepy. I've been sleeping in a lot, but I'm hoping to fix my sleep schedule. Start battle. And then I'll drop an archer. I'm guessing these are the enemies? This tower and this goblin. So I think this should be safe. There we go. Again, you can join us anytime. Streamraiders.com, and my name there is Addled Doctor. For now, Final Fantasy XIV, the game that I've been playing so much of lately. Holy crap! There's something missing in my UI. Oh, there we go. Chat box was missing. Probably because I recorded some playtesting for a video game, and I had to remove the chat box during it. I wasn't allowed to stream it live, but that's fine because the game was like 10 minutes or so. It was interesting. It was a small indie game called Spiders Strike Through. Like it had a strike through the name, I just wanna. Do I have any feed for my chocobo? Wait, no, that's not it. Golden saucer, gold saucer. I'm so hyped for the latest reveal. Ooh, I have 5 training sessions. Let's go train. Speed is max already, so I'm gonna go with acceleration for now. I need 5 acceleration speeds. 5 special acceleration blend. That will be fine. There you go. I'm excited because I heard that there's gonna be new gold saucer rewards. And I'm like, hell yeah, I'm all about that gold saucer. Yes, please. Feed my chocobo, stuff my chocobo until it's super fast. The funny part is, Caramel Arrow, my current chocobo, I looked at the stats when it was born, and I thought, oh, this chocobo's gonna be crap. But so far, it's the best chocobo I've ever had. So I've got it up to like rank 32 or so. Yeah. We have 2 more feeds and then we can start racing. Just wanna destroy some bots. Also, I hope my audio is fine. I played with it a bit, fixed the noise suppression so it's a lot less noisy, hopefully in the background. But I hope I'm not too loud. Might have to increase the there we go. Doesn't want lessen the gain essentially. There's nothing like starting off your Final Fantasy session with some chocobo racing, am I right? I do wanna play the mahjong here, but there's hardly anyone ever playing it. So like, there's no point queuing up for it. Just gonna take forever. Also, I got this new minion from like a side quest, and I thought, it's a circle, but it fits my color scheme, so it's fine. And it looks funny when it moves because of the patterns on its body. It's a drone essentially. Although I haven't seen it do much else except for roll around in the air. I was half expecting it to like open up with a drone eye or something, Nah, pretty sad. I do have a bunch of other minions too. Caramel arrow. I am the only player character here right now. So let's destroy some bots. That's not fair. The best thing I like about my build is it's a very stamina heavy focus build. So I don't really have to slow down even if I'm laddered and all that. Uh, uh, Unless I've been like, shit, that AI stole my thing. Okay. Okay, I see how it is. Come on, come back here. Come back here. Ah, I can't drain them. No, my skill. I'm gonna spike all of you. God damn it. Oh, lead water, no. Oh, I am having such bad luck in the race right off the bat. Oh, I need. Oh, crap. My stamina is running out. I need to slow down, recover some stamina a bit. This is not going good. Not good, not good. Just as I said that this was a stamina heavy build, my stamina is going down so badly. Oh no. This is so bad. They're all catching up. My only chance is if they all ran out of stamina. Which it looks like it's happening. Oh no! No, 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 no. No. Oh, I guess at least I'm second place. Not too bad. Got a bit cocky right there. Well, you know what? That's how it goes. I just got a message. Wait, house notices. Real live notices. It's like the. Let me just do something real quick over on Discord. Because it seems that the Twitch bot on Discord is not working. That's so good. Huh. No wonder. Let me just post this real quick. I don't know if Soul is watching, but I can still trade you while on stream. Good evening, Wanimiko. I hope you're having a lovely day today. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Ah, it's so weird. It's so weird seeing your Twitch tab open and then everything is delayed. How are you, Anamiko? We're just starting off with some chocobo racing just to, wake up a bit. And also because I do love chocobo racing. Oh no. Who started drilling? Oh no! Gosh, I hope the drilling... Let me just fix my filters. Oh. We're going... Oh no, a bit too late. Sorry about that, Ronimiko, but if you wanna join... Oh crap. Who is drilling at this time of day? You can join the next one. No worries. Yeah, it's my filter. So I hope that you speak both of them any drilling in the background. Speaking. Yeah, this is my best survival so far. It's a third generation. I don't have any plans to retire it just yet, unless I, keep it so fast. Come on, stick with me. Give me your energy. Haha! But I'm so good with. Catch up. The important part in this racing is really the stamina. So the good stamina, you just keep going forward. Don't stop it. So better to serve something. It's need water. Oh crap, I missed it. I missed it. Treasure. No! Oh yeah, they did. That was nice. Also, I'm so excited to eventually get to the Monster Hunter World collab in this game. Kind of big Monster Hunter. Well, not a big fan, but I do in the world. Chocobo, Chocobo was so iconic. Yes, I keep playing this game. The problem is I can't stream it because my GPU is bullshit. I am waiting for GPU prices to go down. Apparently, they're not as cryptocurrency miners by all of now. Um, yeah, yeah. Sorry. Oh, so you're watching me. Hello! Ooh, you're okay. Oh, the hair is awesome. Just send it. piece na po. Your recording looks so cool. I just have to give my console and the offering let me just teleport to them. Hello. Hello? That's what. Are you sure about that, guys? Because it seems like one of you doing something here. Also, thank you for pointing that out. That is on the topic. That is weird. Well, the curtain is gone, so I might change the picture. Hopefully it stays on. Hello, here we go. Mic test. 1, 2, 3. We back? We back on air? It might be because I had to change the filters for the drills that is going on in the background. I'm using Reaper filters. It's really good. Although it's hard to fine tune most of the time. Let me switch to body chat. Ready to race, Bunny? Yeah, it was the filter. Robo Doctor, Auto Tune Doctor. I wish I understood how to use Auto Tune. Maybe that'll make my singing a lot better. Thank you for pointing it out, Ax, and I hope you're having a lovely evening tonight. Oh, you made a misclick on the party bit. What does that mean? Do you not have a chocobo? Only a party leader may register for duty. Oh, I guess you don't have a chocobo if this is your alt, I guess. Well, do you want to join me for some dailies then? I do want to level my astrologian a bit. So, you know, we can do dailies if you wanted to. Oh, those pants look so bad on this dress. I need to get leggings for these. But yeah, go ahead and queue us up for roulades and all that. Those are always fun. Unless we get Praetorium. And then we're stuck in 1 hour of cutscenes. And listening to Gaius say, to believe in Yorza is to believe in nothing. Gosh. So tired of hearing his speech. Hell yeah. Don't worry, I'll keep you alive. I'd like to think I'm a pretty good healer. Touch the 7th station! This was not my intent! Oh, you seem to have been born under a suspicious star, is mauled by a bear. Look, Axe, we can speak to the stars in order to heal people, you know? Using star energy or whatever. I don't know. Oh, Tamtara deep prof, I see. Crap, I don't even have Nocturnal Sect here. Oh no. I don't have most of my stuff here. I don't even have draw for card draws. I trust you. We'll see if that trust is in good. Is you know, if you put that trust properly. HP is fine. No need for benefit yet. Anyway, I have Essential Dignity is probably my favorite skill. This is fine. I can already feel myself waking up from being a responsible healer. I fall asleep playing DPS sometimes because it's such an easy job, honestly. You just kill, you know? You remember you tried tanking, you felt powerful. Is that still true in the present though? Can you still say that now, X? It looks like our DPS is doing a good job cleaning up. So far, so good. Then again, this is just stamped out of Deep Croft. There's no special mechanics with most of the enemies here. Imagine if this was Auronvale, the horror. Honestly, no, mostly because you don't play WoW anymore. Partially because they changed all the mechanics. Ah, I see. Oh no! I still can't believe the Final Fantasy Twitter was like, "Oh, Autumnville is a good dungeon. Are you okay, Mr. Social Media Manager, Mrs. Social Media Manager?" Blightcon Eorza is bad. Oh no. I honestly hear so many horror stories about the original Final Fantasy. And I'm glad that, I got to it at a good time. Because if I had a bad experience before, I probably would not be playing it right now, you know? Few games truly make me feel powerful anymore. There's Doom, Dynasty Warrior, Bayonetta. Ooh. I've seen so many clips of Bayonetta and heard so many good things about it. Maybe one day I'll, play it. I don't have a copy, but it's usually always on sale anyway. I have to prioritize. I have a lot of backlog, so there's no shortage of games I can really play, and I have to prioritize getting the GPU and improving my stuff. I don't need to buy new games when I already have existing ones, except maybe Resident Evil 8. I'm not sure if my GPU can handle that, but holy fuck, I want it so bad. Not because of the vampire lady or anything, she's just a bonus. But I love horror games. Even if my playthrough of Resident Evil 7 will tell you otherwise. Backlog, what's that? Minus 50 Steam games I haven't even played. Yeah. I haven't even played Outlast, and I've had that for years now. I do plan to play Outlast when we reach a milestone in the model gold donations, just to have fun with it. I also have Call of Cthulhu, the video game, a bunch more. I want to also play the Batman Telltale games. because I love Batman and I've enjoyed Telltale games before. So I'm looking forward to it. I just need to finish the games I've already started first, like Hades, which I will be playing Hades on Wednesday and Friday, and then Darkest Dungeon on Sunday. Basically, my plan is to play every other day, stream every other day at least. You got this. You got this, Hildren. You got this one, Imiko. This just reminds me I need to level up my rogue some other time. Because I want to be ninja. Alcina Dimitrescu is pretty damn great. Yeah, she is. Fun fact. Fun fact about my design. The Naga form. I actually made the Naga form even larger than I originally intended. Because I wanted to be bigger than the vampire lady. Because look, if I'm gonna be a big monster, I'm gonna be the biggest monster around. So like originally, my Naga form was going to be like 8 feet standing, not in length, okay? 8 feet standing, but it was like, this vampire lady is, what, 9 feet, apparently? So like, okay, we need to go bigger! Gosh. But yeah, I do appreciate Resident Evil now and never before because I used to be a Silent Hill fan. But rip Silent Hill. I don't think Konami's gonna do anything with Silent Hill anytime soon. So I'm not keeping my hopes up. Go kaiju or go home. Well, Axe, you've seen my worm form. You've seen my dragon form. It's bigger than the moon. So, that's even bigger than kaiju. Kaiju is baby compared to me. Tiny, tiny baby. Oh, you're a kaiju! Now you're a baby, Wanimiko. Gosh. I still remember one time I had a dream about having a baby kaiju and raising it. I don't know what happened anymore to that dream. It just stopped one day. I always have the weirdest dreams sometimes. Like just yesterday, I dreamt that I was in a world, I was isekai'd in a world where zombies were normal in society, and they would like their entertainment would be like survival shows, except surviving meant not dying to zombies for people's entertainment, you know? Gosh. My brain is weird sometimes. Like the things I dream of. So the end of Shaun of the Dead. Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay, think edgier ending of Shaun of the Dead plus I don't know, battle royale, you know. Like criminals are sent against zombies in a survival show for people's entertainment. I just enjoy that games a lot, like watching them. It's very fascinating seeing what people will do in those situations. Mina Gramsman. Akimina. That sounds like a movie they'll be made eventually. Yeah, most likely. But what if I made it, X? Think about it. Gosh, now that makes me think. Imagine like the future of entertainment with VTubers slowly breaking into mainstream. Will there be VTuber based movies? Will there be live action VTuber movies? Holy crap, that sounds so bad. live action live action holo live. Probably gonna be weird too. Like I wouldn't discount it possibly happening. Maybe I don't know, 3 years down the line, 5 years. If they made live actions of animes, they sure as hell will make live actions of VTubers. Bad ones, though. Terrible ones. If you made that movie, the entire procession would be lorded over by an insane, cackling villain who makes terrible puns every time someone's reins get eaten. You know what, Axe? You know what? You're right. Probably a lot of zombie and bone puns, you know? Undead puns. I have a lot of those, to be honest. Hmm. Oh, we're ready with Streamer Raiders. But we have a boss to kick. But this should be easy enough with this party. Everyone's been doing good. Look at this nerd. Like, he looks cool, but what is with that hat? Like, like they could have done without the hat. Or is that a crown? It's hard to tell. He's kind of pinheadish. I guess it's because of the squid, though. Oh, they're invulnerable. Fuck. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, oh, we got imps. Imps. Gotta put combust on them. Gosh, look at this. Look at this dude with their gang over there. Their weird gang. Come on. Oh, oh crap. Healing, healing. I need to heal. I'm not DPS. Right. Almost there. Bit more. Good game, everyone. Oh wait, I put one too many G's. GG. I will command. And I don't know. They both did good, but I'll command the rogue. So good. Oh yeah, we do have a Discord. It's called the Bay House, and you know we hang out a lot there. A lot of people there play Final Fantasy. We play other games like Phasmophobia. Valheim, all that, Rainbow Six, all that good stuff. Hmm. There's something going on in our link show chat. What's going on? Well, I can't scroll through all that. Did I level up? Looks like it. Oh, I did. Hell yeah. Yeah. Okay, before we head into the next relay, Link is weird. Oh, it's not work. Oh, it's because of the period at the end. Let me fix that with Nightbot. Discord. Easy fix. Just put a space between the link and the period. Let's try this again. It should have fixed itself right now. There we go. That's the Discord link. So do everyone is welcome, you know, as long as you be nice. And we always have a good time there. Someone's always in the voice chats. Before we go on to the next dungeon though, Stream Raiders. Oh yeah, we can go in a call, yeah. Go into private room 01. Oh wait, I wanna put a spell. There we go. I already placed a spell. What are you talking about?
Hello!
Hello, Warimiko! I hope you're having a lovely time.
You know, I have to admit, your dreamscape is intriguing.
I always have weird dreams. Sometimes I can control them. Most of the time, I'm a helpless passenger in my wild mind.
Oh, that's a quote for the ages. I have to mention one that I had because I love telling. I have weirdly cinematic dreams myself.
Oh hell yeah! Do tell.
I had one that was the culmination of three things because I was watching a couple of movies before I watched a YouTuber play a game. It was in order. It was the first Resident Evil movie.
Oh no!
And then it was Godzilla vs. Biollante. And then it was I watched Markiplier play the game Nether, which is a survival horror game online thing a while back with zombies. So in my head, my brain was like, now can you combine all those? And I'm like, I don't know, can I? So the dream I ended up having was my wife and I were traversing this barren, desolate landscape where plant-esque zombies exist. Like, not like the ones from The Last of Us. I mean, like, imagine, like, vines coiled in the shape of creatures.
Ooh, so more like Swamp Thing from DC.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
And we had to find we had a rumor that we were looking into about a super weapon that was meant to actually just dispose of them indefinitely. And it turns out that this stuff was underneath a giant outlet mall. Like, not unlike the labs under the mansion in Resident Evil. So we go down and we find this. You know in Ghostbusters 2 how they had those goo shooter machines? Those goo shooter guns? Think that, but that was what the weapon was. So we just sprayed them with this gross goo that just melted them. But we had a boss fight as we tried to escape, because Biollante from Godzilla just came out of nowhere and said, "You're not going anywhere." So we had to escape this giant, I don't know, how would I even describe Biollante? I have no idea how I describe that monster. It's a giant plant demon. I don't know how to describe it. And just,
let me look this up. Biollante.
Yes. it's a really, really cool design. I'm a giant Godzilla
Oh,
nerd, so
it looks like a dragon plant thing. Holy shit, this is cool.
yeah. Biolante's lore is that a doctor tried to create this like immortal species of plant that could survive anywhere on the planet. That's fair enough. But he combined Godzilla's cells with the rose, and that ended up in creating Biolante accidentally. I love the Godzilla franchise. It's so good.
I, I have to admit I've never watched any Godzilla movies before. They're not really a big cultural thing here, except for like
Oh,
you know, really in the um geek comic geeks and all that. But I've heard interesting things about Godzilla. Like the most I really know about Godzilla is that they have a kid, and that kid turns out to be I think trans, because it was like for some reasons that stuck
oh
in
yeah,
my head.
that commercial. I saw that. I was like, oh, this is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was so adorable, and that's probably the only real Godzilla lore I know.
Yeah, it was I forget what that. I think it was like just like a thing for that was promoting acceptance. Also, Axe, you're correct. I did forget to mention that Biolante had the doctor's daughter's soul in it because she died in a lab sabotage explosion, and it was her rose that he was experimenting on.
Okay, I feel like if I'm gonna watch any Godzilla movie, it has to be this one just for Biolante. I feel like I'm gonna be
Oh,
a Biolante fan rather than a Godzilla fan.
oh, trust me, the Godzilla franchise has some ridiculous stuff in there. I think I think one of my favorites are what I describe as the lesbian rock ladies that have a golden three-headed dragon on their side.
Oh, that sounds wild. Um,
Destroy All Monsters is a good movie.
they did try to get me to watch a Godzilla movie, but I think I fell asleep during it or something. I don't remember.
Can I ask which one?
Um, I couldn't remember, but I remember that there was one part where the humans were like on a spaceship, and like they tried to kill the hero's mom or something. Because I woke up at that part.
Oh. I think that might have been one of the most recent ones then.
Most likely, but like
Was it an American movie? Like was it an American cast?
I think the hero was Asian, and then I know that there was like a Russian bad guy or something, something like that.
And there are so many that could be describing, but yeah,
Really?
there you would be surprised to learn about how much ridiculous stuff consistently happens in the franchise.
Gosh.
Because there are 3 different versions of Mechagodzilla,
Mm-hmm.
so and they all come from different origins. The original one is an alien cyborg that was built by ape men,
Ape
and
men.
then yes, ape men. Like they were called simians, and they were based on Planet of the Apes,
Oh
like the
gosh.
old original one.
Is
And
this
then
is this somehow connected to the fact that Godzilla fights King Kong?
no, this is from 1974. So this is like the original era of Godzilla. This is the what was referred to as the Showa era, from 1954 to 1975.
That's wild.
And there was the second version of Mechagodzilla, which was built by humans, but reverse engineered from Mecha King Ghidorah. I can't begin to try and explain it because I'd go on a ridiculous rant about that. Like it's just there's so much weird internal lore that it's like there's the 80s and 90s movies, like from what was it, the Heisei era from 84 to 94. They are all on the same timeline, which is like a unique thing in Godzilla, because usually most of the movies don't really tie into each other too much, but this was all on the same timeline. even though there was time travel in.
I mean, I mean, are all the Godzilla movies like in the same universe somehow? That
Yes, but no. It's very convoluted, but not as convoluted. Oh, you just got raided.
Oh, thank you for the raid, Tattered Ribbons, and welcome to the Bay House. We are having a bit of a talk about Godzilla because I am a total I'm totally ignorant about Godzilla, honestly. Even if it's a very, I know that it's big culturally. It's not big culturally here in the Philippines, you know. Uh, Thank you for the raid. I hope you're having a lovely day today. And what were you playing? Before we go back to Godzilla, let me just start the String Raiders battle because I think that Axe has been waiting for this loyalty battle where we'll be kicking some dragons' ass.
Oh yeah. Go right ahead.
You were playing Hunt Showdown. I've heard the name of that game, but I've never actually seen any of it. Have you played Hunt Showdown? Wanimiko?
I have not, but looking it up, I think I know what it is.
Is it
Isn't
like
that, is it that game where you go where you're like where you're hunting monsters of some capacity? Because it looks like a Van Helsing-esque game, and
Hunt Showdown PvP bounty hunting? Oh hell yeah! This looks awesome.
yeah.
And there's different characters.
I
Yeah,
tend to avoid those like the plague.
that's right. Like most battle royales are, I wouldn't say toxic, but they're toxic or disheartening if you lose.
Yeah, I'm just terrible at PvP, thus it's not fun. So I don't play PvP games. Also,
there.
should
Sorry,
I
go ahead.
introduce myself?
Yeah,
I
go
just
ahead.
realized that I'm sorry that I didn't do. I totally didn't think about that. I am Wanimiko Nile, or Mama Nile, as I've come to be known as. I'm also a VTuber, though I was taking a break tonight. But then I saw the good doctor here play some 14, and I'm like, well, maybe I should have a little bit of fun. So I figured that I could play a little bit of tank for them, just to help. I don't know. I just like playing 14 with people. I don't have many people to play it with these days.
Well,
So I
now
figured
that
I'd give it a
changes
shot.
because you're in the Bay House. Like there's 10 people here playing it all the time.
Yeah, that's true. I've been playing mostly on Fanfrit these days because my main character that I started with the game is on Siren, and
Ooh.
Hildren is my alt on Siren. But I also have I have two other characters on Fanfrit, or the Primal Data Center, and I play with my other free company on that server, and I've mostly switched to maining my Artoria Pendragon cosplay character there.
It's always so fun seeing people cosplay in this game. Like recently, I don't like Genshin Impact. I'm gonna say that right off the bat because I do not support like gacha predatory practices if they're
Yeah,
hiding gameplay.
Genshin got pretty bad with that, like full on. Like I had to drop it. Like I started, I was like, this is a pretty fun single player game, and then I realized over time that it's just, oh no, it's constantly reminding you, hey, it gets easier if you pay us. Like, I don't want to.
Like I won't judge people for playing, but it's not for me. But I saw some cool Genshin Impact cosplays in the game, like notably the blue kid, the one with the light blue vest and the hat, Venti.
Uh, of course, everyone loves Venti. I love Venti, the little shit.
And the perfect thing was like they were a bard, so they had the harp and everything as well.
Yeah, I saw that I could attempt at making a Ganyu cosplay, but then I figured, nah, I'm not gonna.
That's
Plus,
fair.
I already have two cosplay characters. I have one on Midgard actually, which I considered bringing in for this, but then I realized, I'll use Hildren because she's kind of neglected. I feel bad. I love Hildren. Like, I designed her specifically. What would turn me on the most?
Well, she is very pretty. So, you know, you got that right. I love
I
the
think
clothes.
what I'm gonna have to do is gonna have to send you what she looks like on my screen though, because I will admit that I use I won't use the right word for it, but I will say that I use visual augmentation to make the game visually more appealing in some capacity.
I would use those as well, but I don't think my graphics card can handle it right now. I have to wait for
That's
prices to go down.
Yeah, that's fair. What folder is that in? Oh, here I go. I don't know. It's send these. Think about it.
Also, yes, Tattered Ribbons, I'm also excited for 5.5, but mostly because there's gonna be new gold saucer rewards, and I have 500,000 MGP waiting to be spent on something I want.
Now that I think about it, I'm trying to do the weekly the fashion report so that I can get the spring bottoms on Artoria so that I can finally get a suitably fitting Saber Alter Shinjuku outfit.
Oh.
And I just realized I probably have a lot of MGP saved up from doing this because I get 60k each time. So
yeah, and there's. I was surprised actually that the one who does the fashion report guide every week is actually a VTuber. I was like, what? How deep does this rabbit hole go?
Okay, so where on the server do I put Final Fantasy screenshots?
You can post it. Since we're in VC private, wait, no, you can post it in video games. I'll tag you in that one. Wait, Mama Nile. Man, I can't read right now. No, why does my brain said Nana Mile? No, that's not how it works.
No, that's totally fair. Here we go.
Oh, that looks so good. That's such a huge difference from what I'm seeing on screen. Holy crap.
It really is. In fact, there are two huge differences. I'm sorry. But yeah, like, I designed her because her visual aesthetic that I went for was Urbosa from Breath of the Wild.
Oh,
because I love like dark-skinned Amazon-esque characters, and Urbosa just hit me in every capacity of like, hi.
Let me just show this on the stream. Are you okay with that?
Oh yeah, go right ahead. I love showing like I take glamour shots daily.
Okay, here's is it showing? Let's see. So this is what Mama Nell sent in the server. It looks so different from what we see in game because I am lacking those visual augmentations, and also look at those textures. So, I wish I could set
that's also using a shader. So I wanted to use I use shaders when I take screenshots because it makes the thing looks better.
Yeah.
I also found out that when using that particular shader, the wet clothes toggle for the G pose really makes it look better. Like it shows off the details better, and I love it. I also sent a meme. I sent a meme picture of Hildren because she's totally a memer. She's doing the "you're pretty good" pose from Metal Gear Solid.
Here, let's show it. Oh, this is so good. The shaders make it look so amazing. I wish I could use them.
And then I should also probably show yeah, yeah, there it is on the stream. You're pretty good. I'm not kidding. The only gold saucer thing that I do aside from fashion report occasionally and the daily card scratches is the Air Force One mini game, which I absolutely love, by the way. One of my favorite mini games in the game thus far. I do that finger guns thing every time I do it because I have never gotten a non-perfect score in that thus far. My track record is perfect for it every single time.
I think the only time I've gotten an imperfect score on that thing was my first time because I thought, I saw the bomb targets, right? I thought, oh, this must be extra points because those are enemies, and you shoot enemies. So I just started shooting them, and I
Yeah,
saw my points go down.
yeah, and in my mind, where it's like, oh, I used to play shmups for a bit. Like, oh, is that one of those enemies that you shoot and they explode and clear the screen and gives extra point? No, you lose
No,
point. It's like, oh, good, thanks.
that doesn't make sense.
So here's a
I've been
ram shot of
doing
Mira.
most of the like all the gold saucer, even Leap of Faith, even the stage ones, and I got the 500,000 in my first month of playing, and I've only spent maybe on a few triple triad cards, and that's about it.
Ah, yeah, I went like I was dedicated into getting the invisible shield for my main character because I am by nature a tank main, and the reason why is because my very first MMO was Ica Online, which is still going apparently, I think. And I played the Paladin class in that game, which is the female tank class. And because they were gender locked back then. And
Ooh.
when I began playing Final Fantasy, I was like, so, and I also want to point out, this is my very first and only Final Fantasy game. I've never played any of the other games. But if I had a copy, I could be convinced to play the 7 remake.
My favorite Final Fantasy game, I would suggest, but not really, because they did such a poor port of it on the PC, is Final Fantasy IX.
Yeah, I'm not. The only ones I'm even remotely familiar with are. This is not including Final Fantasy 15 because I saw the memes and I'm just in love with. I've discovered a new recipe. I'm in love with that meme. It's really funny. But the only ones I'm vaguely familiar with are 6 and 7. And the only reason why 6 is because I had a friend who would never shut up about Kefka. I'm like, I don't respect this guy because he's a clown. I get that he's basically Jack Nicholson Joker and like the uber villain. I don't care. He looks ridiculous.
Yeah, but you know, some people are down bad for Kefka for some reason.
Oh yeah, and apparently Kefka is in 14, spoilers. He is a raid boss.
Oh, I'm gonna look forward to that. I want to see how they did it. Also, hi Daiki, good evening. Well, I'm the one who's back, Daiki, so I don't need to guess. What we're looking at right now on the screen, Daiki, is Wanimiko. Mama, should I call you Wanimiko or Mama Nile?
Mama Nile is easier to say, I will admit. Like, Nile is my first name, Wanimiko is my surname, but if you want a real tongue twister, my true name is Niloticus Subihotep.
Niloticus Subihotep.
Yes, Niloticus is the, I want to say I think it's Latin. I don't know Latin. I can't speak Latin. It is the species name for the Nile crocodile. Ooh. And Sobekotep is ancient Egyptian for the phrase Sobek is pleased. And Sobek, or Sebek, is the crocodile-headed god of the Nile.
Yeah, what we're seeing right now, Daiki, on screen is Mama Nile's fuck, I haven't really watched Fate Stay Night. I've only played a bit of the game.
Artoria Pendragon.
Artoria Pendragon. Yeah, Saber. I played a bit of the FGO on the mobile.
Oh, well, in that case, are you familiar with Lancer Artoria?
I know that they all look the same for some reason, right? Like, they're just different classes.
Yeah. And there's a meme about that, the saber face joke. Which is really funny because I mentioned that, and I actually have on my Saber character, I have a macro for greetings that says, "Hello there, I'll be your resident Saber face today."
Also, thank you, sorry, thank you, Daiki, for the 4,400 bits. Holy shit! You don't need to go into a bit war with Yuki. Good thing Yuki's asleep. Also, Yuki needs to, save up for car repairs. So don't tell Yuki that you donated. Thank you very much, Dabble. All Twitch all Twitch payouts go to my model eventually. So thank you very much, Daiki. And gosh, FGO. I played that game for like about a week. I got Sherlock in an event, and then I quit.
You know what? Honestly, you're probably in the right for doing this. I don't have a phone or a tablet. I don't have a mobile device at all. So I'm saved because if I tried that game, I probably would fall into the pit of I want to collect every single version of Artoria that exists. Because I am so incredibly in love with every variant of Artoria.
Well, you're actually gonna get along with Daiki because Daiki is a huge Fate Stay Night fan as well, or I guess Fate.
Because, yeah, like I'll admit that it's like I don't really have a lot of direct interest in the series as a whole. Oh, you got rated again.
Thank you for the raid, Lord Bloodwolf. I hope you're having a lovely evening today. What are you playing? Thank you for the follow, Zane the Devil. We're just chilling right now in Final Fantasy. Mama Nell joined us on stream. We were talking about Godzilla and now we're talking about Fate. both of which I know very little about. So I'm in for a wild learning experience essentially.
Trust me when I say that I know very little about Fate myself. Like I am 7 Days to Die. That's a game that I wanted to play. But I can't afford it.
7 Days to Die is so good. The problem is finding a stable server.
Well, yeah, I figured that it's like, it'd be one of those games that I could probably play with friends, and then I realized, oh boy, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to do it though.
Yeah, I used to play on a Filipino server. I stopped playing there for reasons we will not disclose on stream, but it was fun while it lasted because compared to other like building games, right? 7 Days to Die, you get a lot of adrenaline trying to survive against the zombies, and the fact that it has attacks every few days or like blood moons makes it interesting.
Yeah.
It doesn't get boring.
Yeah, that's one of those old mechanics that I remember from Terraria as well at some point, which I haven't played in a long time.
Gosh, there's every time we mention one game, we go, "Oh, there's so many to play. Like, there's so much."
But yeah, also, honestly, if you ever have interest in learning about Godzilla, you don't necessarily have to watch the movies because I have a ridiculous encyclopedic knowledge of every single movie that is out. I could literally recite for you the plot of every single Godzilla movie, except even the two that I have not seen and refuse to watch.
Well, you know what? Maybe I'll take you up on that offer someday. I am planning 3 talk shows, and one of them is called Culture Domination, and that's where we talk about different cultural aspects from different perspectives from people from different countries.
Yes.
Maybe we'll have a Godzilla episode someday.
I'd run my throat raw talking about the lore of Godzilla. Oh man.
Give me 1 minute. Let me just mute my mic real quick. Oh no, the subtitles picked up my Tagalog. How does it know Tagalog? This is unfair.
Oh no, you're being outed.
I'm being outed. Also, let me just greet people real quick. Taka Heavy, hello and welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by. And good to. I'd love to be on that one day if you want to talk about it. Oh, I do love AI, so definitely, just go to our Discord, hang out, because that is usually where I grab people for collabs and all that. And it's just a fun time playing with new people and all that. And you just got affiliate. Congratulations.
Oh, congrats.
The fun part, honestly, getting affiliate, emotes. Everything else, meh. Emotes, yes.
I still gotta work up enough cash to actually get some emotes because I already have one in mind, but I'm not sure I'm allowed to do it because it's based on something that already exists.
Oh, well, that depends,
My first streaming the first thing that I streamed was Subnautica, and one of the first memes that came out of my streams almost immediately was Fish MILF. Because because of the Sea Emperor. And I had the idea of having a Sea Emperor pog face.
I think if you're gonna do a pog face emote, it's fine. Everyone has a pog face emote eventually, you know? I'm sure
and then
it'll be fine.
You know, I could just make it a crocodile pog face, so it's fine.
Also, have a good day, Blood Wolf. Thank you for the raid and thank you for dropping by. You have a good night and sweet dreams. And hopefully not dreams like Mama Nala and I do with our crazy wild cinematic dreams, you know?
Cinematic dreams are the best, especially like again, mine tend to be from like an actual cinematic perspective. It's like, oh, it's got camera angles, it's got lighting, oh, it's got like screen transitions and wipes and such like Star Wars. I'm like, why do I dream this way?
Oh gosh, I feel that so bad.
Like, I could make half the dreams I have in the movies, and it'd be pretty neat but wild.
It's like when you see weird movies and you're like, why did you make this film? Oh, because I made it up in a dream.
Oh man, well yeah, and again, like honestly, I think that'd probably be one of the coolest ways to make movies. It's like, no, just make it out of the cool stuff that you're inspired by, and if you made it from if you like were inspired by a dream, go for it.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if some of modern movies or even old movies were just wild acid trips, you know? Also, thank you for the follow, Puritone. Welcome to the Bay House and welcome to the Moon Hearts. I hope you're having a good time. We're just chilling here.
So, you want to do more roulettes?
Yes.
Alright, name me a roulette.
Anything but main story. Oh god, we don't want to get stuck. Well, if we do get stuck in Praetorium for 1 hour, we have time to talk during the Praetorium cutscenes.
Honestly, yeah. There's a reason we call it Netflix roulette.
Oh god, you know what I've been doing lately, because I've been enjoying Final Fantasy so much. To force myself to be productive, like I need to do art, I have commissions and all that. I've been grinding Praetorium and just drawing during the cutscenes. Gosh.
Oh, another fellow monster girl. Oh, fun.
Fun, yes. I did join Joel. Why did I say Joey? Joel's Monster Girl group. Because not only do they accept monster girls, they accept monster people of all genders. So I am very appreciative of that. Joel. I always get names wrong unless like I see the name every day. Oh gosh, I'm healer. Yes, I have my cards. Joel is honestly inspiring, you know? Seem like a very cool dude. Nocturnal Sec. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, Mama Nile, you should also like look into joining the Monster Girl team, you know?
I should, because I technically am one.
Yeah, you're a kaiju. You're the most monster of monster girls.
I'm an ex-goddess, in fact.
Hell yeah, deity team.
Because I'm not sure if I've explained that, but my ex-goddess nature comes from pre-Osiris ancient Egypt, which is essentially Egypt before anyone even knew what it was.
I
before most humans understand what Egypt is.
oh hell yeah, I love that.
And my actual age is roughly around 300 million years old. I am the origin of the crocodilian and archosaur species, meaning birds, crocodiles, etc. And let's just say that I was the first, and I saw my my spawn take many various forms, and I think one of my personal favorites was the boar crocodile.
Oh.
Watching a crocodile run at cheetah speed is pretty impressive, I have to admit.
Oh gosh, that would be scary. Like imagine a crocodile just going after you at the speed of a motorcycle, probably faster. Gosh.
And people don't realize that even modern crocodiles and alligators can sprint very, very, very fast if they have to. Just don't give them incentive to do it, because you probably won't outrun them.
No. This reminds me. There used to be like an urban legend that there was this swim school, right? There was this swim school that trained their students by having sharks chase them. I don't know if it's like that's some crazy little thing or someone made it up, but it just stuck in my mind for so long.
Well, I certainly hope it wasn't in pools, because sharks can't survive in chlorine water.
It better not be.
And yeah, I should mention that a lot of my design also let's just say that if anyone's familiar with the Dragon Maid anime or manga, really, Lukoa and I share a lot of similarities.
I am not familiar with a lot of anime, to be honest. I'm not what some would call a big dweeb. No offense, but you know, I'm more into like Marvel and DC and all that.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair. Admittedly, I don't have the attention span for reading manga or comic books anymore.
I used to read a lot of it, but like I got so busy. I usually just watch films while doing something else, like drawing or editing, all that.
Yeah. Plus, for comics, it's like I never know where to start with them. It's like there are so many entry and non-entry points. It's like what do I like? What do I want out of this? And if I go into it here, is it worth it? Like, it's very confusing.
Oh god, what's happening? I don't know this mechanic. Oh shit!
Oh right, I'm sorry, I forgot to explain it.
No, it's okay.
Like that, you gotta stand in front of one of the statues.
Oh.
Because the link then hits the statue instead of you. Which
I see it.
Fast because he puts on stacks of vulnerability each pulse.
I see.
But we're okay. He's dead.
Oh, good thing you all made it.
But yeah, in truth, I take the form of a 10-foot tall, very matronly aesthetic when I am in my human state. But in reality, I'm about 150 feet in length. Now, I know that that's not as big as the Good Doctor's various appearances in some capacity, but I didn't account for that. Though I'm sure that due to how crocodiles work, if I wanted to get bigger, I probably could get bigger. Because fun fact for you, crocodiles don't stop growing. They continue growing until they die. Same thing with snakes, and I think some other reptiles as well.
Oh hell yeah! Because you know we can just keep shedding.
And the coolest thing about it is the fact that a crocodile's bite force also continues to grow as they get bigger.
Ooh,
and
that's
so does their
fun.
skull. Their skulls get much thicker and more beefy and stronger as they get bigger because they have to. And they're designed in such a way that...
I got silence! Oh no! Oh no! Look up!
Worst. Hang on. Yes! Oh no, okay.
No.
Ah, shit.
Oh, they can make it, they can make it! They can make it, they can make it!
I stunned it just as I died.
Oh god, it killed. What? I died. God.
Bad breath is the worst attack in all of Final Fantasy because it afflicts you with everything.
Yeah, honestly, when I first got to Mordona and there was like those plant monsters with bad breath, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I was a black mage back then, So I was utterly useless.
Uh, I tried playing Black Mage and copy in one of the recent near raids. It's hell. I swear, late game content is not Black Mage friendly.
Yeah, but
You have Leyline? Nah.
but I moved off Black Mage because it bored me so much that I literally fell asleep during a raid while playing Black Mage.
Yeah, Black Mage is one of those classes where it keeps changing literally every few levels, and once you hit level 80, it's like, oh, here's your reward. You have a constant actual rotation. So, you know, it rewards you for hitting level 80. Ribbons is right. Like, endgame Black Mage is an actual class. Everything before that, no.
I don't have the patience to level up Black Mage if it takes endgame before it gets fun. Cause you know what? I have Red Mage. I can do magic and stab. Why would I put up with Black Mage?
Ah, a fellow wall of culture, I see. Red Mage is my favorite caster class, like hands down. It's fun, it's flashy, and it's mobile enough that it works.
And also, it's very there's a lot of utility. Like you can be a sub healer, you can be a damage healer. There was one time. There was one time we were in a dungeon, and our healer disconnected. I had to act as healer the rest of the time, and we got through it. Even if I only had Vercure and Verrage. Gosh, I hate that they're removing the shields from Astro because the shields are my favorite part.
Yeah, I heard about how they were gonna be retooling like a bunch of the healing stuff for Astro, because with Sage on the way, Sage is gonna be like the dedicated shield healer.
Gosh.
And then because again, like there's now gonna be 4 healing classes, I think.
Yeah, Scholar. No, 5. Scholar, White Mage, Astro. Wait, is Summoner not a healer?
No, Summoner is a DPS.
Oh, okay.
Scholar is the healer variant of Summoner. They actually level up at the same rate too, because they both use Arcanist as their default class. Which is the only reason why on my main character Mitsuki, and I guess on Artoria as well, because it was funny to have her as a summoner, because fate jokes. It's the only reason why they both have Scholar at level 80. But it's actually pretty handy because that means you can get Mentor status doing this.
Oh. Wait, so if you level up Summoner, you're also leveling up Scholar, is what you're saying? Oh, I'm gonna get it then. Holy shit, that would be so good. Like, just having 1 DPS and 1 healer, but leveling up only one thing. Because honestly, the grinding is a bit annoying.
Yeah, it really helps with that, and although I never actually play a healer class, I have another ult, based on an OC of mine, actually. And he had White Mage up to 50, and I'm like, I want context for White Mage, but I'm never getting it beyond 50 because I'm not a healer person. That's too much stress. I can tank because I'm used to taking hits, but healing? Nah, I'd rather not. However, I will be picking up Sage.
Oh yeah, I'll be picking up Sage as well.
I think the idea of having, floating laser knives is pretty damn cool.
Oh god. Oh, I will probably also be picking up the new DPS class because they say that it has a sight, and I'm all about the sights.
Yes, and apparently, I don't know if it's true or not, but it was apparently implied to be Necromancer.
Oh, and please.
If this is the case, I really want it to be a melee mechanist. Or like, oh, you can summon a corpse to fight with you, like how Mechanist has the mechanic of summoning the automaton queen at level 80.
Oh.
And I would love this. Like, you could order it to attack before it disappears.
Also, Rafa Toad, I've been told that Blue Mage is fun, but it's also considered a meme class because all your spells you have to learn from killing monsters. So it's a bit of an investment if you're gonna go Blue Mage later on.
Plus, it's also considered to be not a class because you can't take it in everything.
Yeah,
I don't think you can take it in roulettes.
you can queue up as Blue Mage in dungeons. Gosh, but apparently 4 Blue Mages is the ideal party for Autumn Vale. Like for a 2-minute run. Apparently, I've seen guides. I don't know if I trust them because they talk a lot about certain Blue Mage spells that can supposedly one-hit kill the monsters in Autumn Vale.
Honestly, considering the gimmick that Blue Mage has, I'd believe it.
All I know about Blue Mage is explosion. They explode, they self-destruct like a Voltorb. Gosh.
Oh. Explosion! Yeah, I wanted to try Blue Mage at some point. I picked it up on one of my alts, but I'm like, I'm not sure I'll ever be able to do anything with it because I don't have anyone in the run to run it with.
Yeah, you have to have someone with you to learn the spells because you have to go to certain overworld areas and dungeons just to hunt down a certain monster. And it's not just hunting down the monster either. You have to see them cast the move before you can kill them.
And the worst part about it is that I believe you have to survive the fight.
Oh yeah.
While it's casting, and I believe that you also. I was told there was apparently a mechanic. Also, look, it's the fucking Jester dude from Devil May Cry 3. Apparently you have to have a full party of Blue Mages in order to guarantee get the spell.
Oh god.
Otherwise, because I played tank to a group of Blue Mages a few times for, like, you know, karma points. I have this. I like to think that I have this. That I, you know, if I do good in the game, I can get good karma for it, you know. And I did that, and I eventually learned that because I did that, there was no guarantee they would get the spell when it happened. So I'm like, oh, now I just feel bad. I thought that, you know, having a dedicated tank would be easier, but.
Oh, Tattered Ribbon said you need a full party that is level synced, not exactly a full party of Blue Mages. I'm being eaten! Ah! Gosh, I don't like... Whoever made these dungeons, they really like war. There's so many war in this game.
Yeah, I mentioned... Yeah, I watched you do the Cerberus fights in World of Darkness a while ago, and I mentioned that there's a boss. My first experience with, like, a boss in a video game that actually eats you and you have to fight your way out was in Vindictus. And I played that game on stream recently.
Gosh.
After years, and I'm like, you know, I'm surprised I can actually fight this, uh-oh. Well, that's a problem.
I died to one of the spinning sights. I looked away for 1 second. Gosh. I don't think they have Verrace, do they? No, they do not.
No. And plus, Verrace is, I think, level 63 or 64.
For Red Mage, yeah. Also, thank you for the follow, Tattered Ribbons. I hope you're having a good time with our madness.
Madman's insight. Oof.
Ooh. That was my bad. I shouldn't have looked away.
Nah, it's fine. Admittedly, like, this is still, like, content where this was endgame at one point, and they didn't think it would go much further, so they really went ham on these boss mechanics.
And I appreciate that because, oh, am I gonna get that tackle out here? Holy fuck! Because, like, early bosses from, like, level 1 to 40, they're kind of meh. You just beat them up. But as soon as you hit, like, Callbreaker L with the Kraken there, it gets interesting.
Can they pull it off though? They're a mechanist. They're a mobile DPS. Can you do it? Yes!
Oh! Oh my God! You made it!
Oh, that is so clutch. They get commendation for that. Hell yes.
Gosh, I love it when clutch happens. Like you don't expect it. I'm like, holy shit! You did it!
That is so good. Oh, that's good. I love it.
I forgot to give them an accommodation. I feel so bad now. But they ran quickly out the exit. They were like, "Nope, I'm out of here."
Look, yeah. Look, if you're gonna pull some clutch stuff off, you gotta stay around to get comms, you know. I actually wonder if I should. Look like But
that requires a victory pose right there. Although this isn't as extra as the red mage one.
Oh, I have red mage, I think. What?
Here we go. Victory pose. Let's go.
I forgot this is my red mage timer.
That looks. You have no pants, madam.
Yeah.
It's so funny when the armor like offers 0 protection. Like you can barely call it armor.
Here, let me see what else I have. I mean, I guess I could probably just go ahead and use.
Oh, I haven't played Nier, but the outfit is so cool. Like the aesthetic.
Nier is one of those games where it's really tough to explain to people. Like, it's like, if you only know, like, the one game, it's like, oh, okay, that's fine, but dare you inquire as to what the game will actually consist of? Because if you do, you're gonna have a bad time. So, the first Nier game is apparently based off of the non-canon... Oh, you got another raid! Oh, wow, this one's a big one.
Thank you for the raid, 99 Hiccups. Welcome everyone to... Oh, Serpent CC! Hello, fellow snake! How are you? Watch out, it's 99 Hiccups.
Oh, hello, CC!
Hello, CC. Welcome everyone. What are you playing, 99 Hiccups? Let me shout you out real quick. Thank you for the follow, CC. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And there's some dude just posing next to us. Oh, you got massacred in Among Us. Oh, that's fair, that's fair. I haven't played Among Us in a long while, but the new map does look interesting. You almost
walked right into a Dragon Near lore dump.
God. Mom,
should I continue this? Do you want me to drop into that?
I mean, if we can like, yeah. Wait, no, wait. Real quick, we have to do Stream Raiders before I forget. What's been? Gosh, we've been doing one lore dump after the other. Alright, let's start the battle.
I honestly think that Nier is probably my favorite because of how ridiculous it is. Fucking Yoko Taro, you madman.
I love that Yoko Taro has that weird mask on whenever he's being interviewed. That's like so...
Real face. Oh,
It's
what a goofy man.
We'll see if we can survive these dragons. Gosh. Thank you for the...
I saw this last time you streamed, and I was curious as to what this is that you do for raids.
This is a website called Stream Raiders. It has an app as well to make it easier to run. But essentially, you just make an army with viewers and try to beat dungeons. Will I beat this though? Oh no. Go, Axe, go! You're the only one left.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
You pull off a clutch like you did our Muckiness did just a minute ago?
That's alright, Axe. We did our best. We'll try again. We do have a retry token.
Oh no.
And we did get some coins in it. So don't worry.
Dragon.
Maybe more can join us this time. Let's start the battle.
Rafa, yes. The current upcoming Nier game is in fact. Oh, you have a friend in behind us in the game right now.
Oh, do I? Wait, let me switch to Final Fantasy.
Same FC.
Oh, it's Alicia. Hello, hi Ali. If you're watching the stream, good morning. I hope you had a good sleep last night. Ali is also Asian time zones. That's why I say good morning. And also, you might get along with Ali as well because they're a big Godzilla fan.
Oh yes, excellent. I love meeting more. But yes, Rafa, the upcoming Nier game is a remake of Nier Gestalt and Nier Replicant, which is, again, it is technically a sequel based off of the obscure non-canon ending. I think it was the E ending for Drakengard 1, I think? And Nier Automata is a sequel based on an already obscure game that is set 8,000 years after the first Nier game. So they basically have no story ties. Except the fact that the most recent Nier raid that's coming to 14 and 5.5 may change that. I saw a screenshot on the official website of one of the bosses, which is a boss from the first Nier game, which shouldn't exist in Automata timeline. So, either it is some new plot twist for the plot, or it is a replication of the boss through some, I don't know, tech magic hacks. I couldn't begin it. I played and finished all endings for Automata, and I still don't understand it. So, it's one of those.
Real quick, thank you for the follow, CC, and 99 Hiccups, and Big Julep. How are you all? I hope you're having a lovely evening, morning, afternoon. I mix it up, but, you know, time is imaginary. Time is not real.
Time is but an illusion concept. Who cares? Time is nothing to the timeless. I say as I stare at my big glowing alarm clock.
Gosh, what time is it for you right now?
1:38 a.m.
Oh, you're exactly 12 hours behind me then.
Yes, I function off of the American Eastern Time Zone.
You know, just so you know, if you need to rest, don't be ashamed to say you need to drop
I'm nocturnal. I'm nocturnal. I am functional. I am functional from U.S. Eastern border time, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So.
Oh gosh, what is it with VTubers and having horrible sleep schedules?
I just function better at night.
Same, but also lately I've been falling asleep. Like I can't sleep until it's like 6 a.m. and I'm so tired that I just pass out by 6 a.m. But before that, no sleep, nada.
Oh yeah.
There is a Streamlater's link command. It is !battle and hello Jax, how are you? I hope you're having a lovely evening. For those in America, I hope you've had dinner. If you haven't, do have a midnight snack. You know, late food is better than no food. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Food is very good.
One of my housemates actually recently made some Easter Day snacks. And this snack is probably the most cumbersome I have had in a while.
Why? What is it?
They are visually they look like birds' nests. They look like, you know, like the little brown nests with like the colorful eggs in the middle. But they're made out of Cadbury chocolate eggs,
Mm-hmm.
Sitting inside of um what did she say that it was? It was Lao Mein. I forget what it's one of those like the dry crunchy noodles that you get with a lot of Chinese
It's
takeout.
it's like one of those fried noodles sort of thing.
One of the
Oh.
dried fried noodles that you crunch, that you eat. But they're held together with peanut butter and marshmallow. And this is actually it's really they're really good, but the effort to bite into one is too much,
Oh
even for
gosh.
me. And that's saying something considering the bite force of a crocodile. So, especially one at my size. So I sat there and I'm like, how is any normal person supposed to eat this? I
Can you
mean, like,
not like
and
break a portion off, like crack
oh
it?
no, like trying to break it with your hand results in three things. One, your hands will be all sticky from the peanut butter and marshmallow. Two, it'll probably go all over the floor. And three, it'll probably get the floor all sticky as well. So, like, it's like consistency wise, it's a lot like Rice Krispie treats, if you know what those are.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, and then it also, but like it's so solid, and I think it's because another one of my housemates said that it's probably the peanut butter that's making it so sturdy. Because the marshmallow
Oh.
would keep it soft, but but when combined with peanut butter tends to harden to an extent. So when it's combined with marshmallow, it becomes very, very solid and sturdy.
What if you like put it in the microwave or toaster for like 30 seconds just to soften it? Have
That
you
would
tried that?
it would probably melt the chocolate too much to eat it.
Uh, or put it in a bowl. Just turn it into weird Rice Krispie cereal.
You know, it's funny because I actually did that. I do that. Okay, like if I have enough Oreo cookies, I'll just put them into a bowl and pour milk over them and eat them like a cereal.
Yeah. Like
And then
just
recently
break
I
them
heard that
up.
Oreos came back, and I'm like, oh, they brought
Oh
that
god.
back, but not frosted Cheerios.
Oh, I love Oreo O's. I should see if it's back here as well cuz Oreo O's best cereal actually tastes like Oreos if they didn't change the recipe anyway.
One of my favorites of all time is probably honeycomb.
Mhm.
I love honeycomb. Honeycomb's a good one, and if only because I'm old enough to remember the commercials for honeycomb.
We don't have honeycomb products here in the Philippines. Although I wish we did because I did have honeycomb while I was in Australia and New Zealand. It's so good and so crunchy.
Julep, no, no, honey, please sleep. Oh no.
Yeah, definitely go to sleep, Julep. 48 hours is pushing it. You know, any more than that, it's gonna get you sick.
What
Doctor's
have you been awake
orders.
for? What have
If
you?
the stream helps you sleep, that's good. If not, put on some sleep music. That usually helps me, like lo-fi and all that.
Oh man, I'm probably one of those weird people that sleeps listening to death metal.
Oh, same. I used to. Do you know Epica, the
Yes,
symphonic
yes.
metal band? I used to listen to them all the time to go to sleep. It's so good.
You know Camelot.
Uh, I've heard of it, but like I haven't. There are some
You should
bands
listen
that
to
I've heard of, and maybe I've heard one or two songs, but like not full albums yet. But
You
I've
should
heard
really
of
listen to
Camelot.
Camelot. Camelot's are really they're one of my favorite bands in general. I love symphonic metal, and their sound is just
Oh,
yes.
I
Plus, their
love
music
I
videos
love
are
them.
awesome.
The thing I like about the Epica the most is their vocalist is so good.
Oh yes.
Gosh.
Oh yeah, yeah, Rafa. I have a very particular set of music tastes, and for me, the metal genre in general is what I listen to when I sleep. I have a station or a channel, I guess, because I play it through my television when I sleep. Um, called or one of the music choice stations, which is just nothing but nonstop music of specific genres, and they have a channel for every different genre. And I listen to the
Mhm.
metal version, and it plays basically every genre of metal you can think of. And come around different holidays, like for Christmas, they'll play occasionally, but the thing is with metal, the metal genre, for holiday music, it gets really memey with their holiday music, because there's a band that I enjoy called Psycho Stick, and if anyone knows anything about Psycho Stick, they are a parody metal band. And
Oh
if
gosh.
I think one of the best ones that they've done is a parody of the Killing what's the band called that did it? I want to say it was Killing Floor, but that wasn't it. But they did a parody of the song "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor,"
Oh, I love
and
that song.
it is their version is called "I Can Only Count to 4." It is
I I need to find that song and I need to link it to Yuki because Yuki can only count to 4.
it is it is it is really really funny, and Psycho Stick in general are just a bunch of absolute goofballs. And but their Christmas songs are great because they have a Rob Zombie Dracula parody as well, called Zombie Claus, and it's also really really funny. And it's yeah, I highly recommend listening to, because I was putting together a Christmas metal playlist, which I might send in some capacity if that's okay.
Oh yeah,
Because
definitely. Always open to new music, especially metal.
I also have a playlist which I call the Edgy 12-Year-Olds Dark Knight playlist. A friend of mine, Fina, as a matter of fact, another VTuber I'm quite attached to, she and I were sitting around one day making a joke about what songs different classes would listen to. And I actually sat there and unironically added every song we talked about to this playlist. Songs included as such are as follows: Devil Trigger from Devil May Cry 5,
Oh, no.
Indestructible by Disturbed, No More Sorrow by Linkin Park,
Gosh.
6 Feet Under's Zombie Blood Curse, Bodies by Drowning Pool, Harvester of Sorrow by Metallica, Living Dead Girl by Rob Zombie, and a personal favorite of ours in terms of just really goofy music videos, Five Finger Death Punch, Jekyll and Hyde.
Oh, those are good. Could you share a link to that playlist sometime?
Absolutely.
I wanna listen. Holy crap.
Should I put that in the Twitch chat, or in the Bay House Discord server?
Yeah, just put it in the Bay House. There, like you've seen video games. There's like music and YouTube under that.
Yeah, I see it. Here we go. This is my Dark Knight, my edgy 12-year-olds Dark Knight playlist.
Hell yeah!
Also, there is a cover version of Devil Trigger right after the original by Little V Mills, who is an absolute deity at their craft. I love that guy. He's really great.
The mention of Devil Trigger just reminds me that there's this other VTuber called Pappy, really cool guy. Lich Skeleton VTuber, awesome. Go check them out. Let me shout out. If I remember correctly, they made fun of Devil Trigger, right? And I believe they posted this making fun of Devil Trigger on Twitter. And I think it was the composer of Devil Trigger replying to them about it.
In this server, someone went, I instantly have Devil Trigger thumbnail burned in my brain.
Wait.
Good. Look, I love Johnny Young Bosch. I love Nero. Nero is my boy. I will die for Nero. He called me dead white, damn it! Oh, yeah. Johnny Young Bosch is one of my favorite voice actors. I love that. He does one voice and he does it perfectly for every character.
Like he does it like most voice actors have a wide range, but this guy, one voice but master of it.
Oh, I mean, there are so many voice actors that do that, and I think my favorite ones are probably, and Johnny Young Bosch is one of them, because if you pay attention to if you watch a lot of shonen anime, you will get like a lot of the same voice actors doing different voices or doing different characters with the same voice. For example, Johnny Young Bosch, off the top of my head, Nero from Devil May Cry, Ichigo Kurosaki from Bleach, Lelouch Lamperouge from Code Geass. He is a character in Persona. I forget what character. I want to say Junpei, but I don't think that's correct. But he is a voice actor that's been around for a long time, and the reason why is because he was the Black Power Ranger. Johnny Young Bosch became anime because he was anime in real life. He was a Sentai hero.
That is so good. Also, thank you for the follow, Genesis Bovine. Welcome to the Bayouts. The Final Fantasy stream has devolved into a lot of geekery and lorddom.
I mean, we're playing Final Fantasy, which is like the epitome of geekery and lord dumping, is it not?
Okay, that's fair. I was not expecting the stream to go this way, but I'm glad it did.
Let me switch to my DPS class before we do trial roulette.
Oh gosh. Let me switch to Astro. Oh no, come back.
Oh yeah, here we go.
I want to level up my healer.
There we go.
The only reason I want to level up my healer is because it makes kills so much easier when I can't play with anybody else.
Yeah, I'm sorry that we just ended up doing nothing standing still. I feel bad. Oh no.
Standing still fake MMO gameplay.
I mean, you know what? The best part about that, Rafa, is that if you've ever Final Fantasy XIV has some ridiculous players because I believe I think they're a primal thing. There is a group of players called the Jades on the primal server. And what they do is there was like a set of like 15 of this character, and they all look exactly the same, and they're always wearing matching outfits. Oh, hi, Ifrit. Hello, husband.
Hello, Ifrit. I'm gonna kick your ass again.
Ifrit, it's time for your daily 2 a.m. porn torture. But yeah, there are the Jades, and they quite literally just stand there dancing in Limsa all day long.
Why is it always Limsa? Here in Genova, there's a guy in a rabbit suit who is always the Limsa, and there's like 3 people dressed up as janitors just sweeping the floor of Limsa every fucking day.
Oh, that's excellent. I love that. Yeah, they're always, you get the great AFKers. Like, I know that in Siren for the longest time, who I don't think she's around anymore, but there was a player who was named Satsuki I don't know how to pronounce that last name from Kill la Kill. Satsuki Kirien? I don't know how to, I forget how to pronounce, I have to look at it again. But she would always stand perfectly idle and AFK in this one spot in Ul'dah, like just outside the Aetherite plaza in Ul'dah, and she would stand there for days, like never doing anything, always AFK, and it's just the best. And I don't know why players do it, but I love it.
You know, it has to take dedication to just keep the game running with a subscription, mind you, because this is not a free game once you buy the game. With a subscription, just standing there all day. Like, what do they do? Is it just running on their computer while they're doing something else? Probably.
Most likely. But I think one of my favorite things that's been consistent is what we refer to affectionately as FF14 cryptids. In fact, there's like a whole Tumblr or social media account that's like dedicated to screenshots of silly names. And a lot of them, you know, are pretty good, and some of them have gimmicks. Where one on Aether that I've seen, I think Siren specifically, was Mr. Mog or Master Mog, and he was basically just a huge male Roganin wearing nothing but the Moogle headpiece and pants and nothing else, and he was always doing the Manderville.
Oh, the Manderville has to be the goofiest dance too. So that has to be weird.
Yeah, he was always doing the Manderville, he would run around, pick a spot, and then stay there and then just Manderville for a bit. And everybody would love him. I have my own. No, Tumblr's still around. In fact, honestly, Rafa, if I'm being perfectly honest with you, it's actually probably still the most free reign and decent social media there is.
Even after the not safe for work ban.
Yeah, which is weird because it's not even that good of a band. Like, it's not even very good at all. And despite this, it's still a place where you don't feel monitored. Because you don't get banned for dumb bullshit like you do on Twitter.
Gosh, that's...
Because recently, I don't want to, get too political, but I will say that recently Twitter had a thing where mentioning, I think it was, what was it? Was it Missouri? I think like saying the state name in a tweet got you indefinitely banned because they are going through a current water crisis, not unlike Flint, Michigan.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Like, people were baiting other people to type the name out, like saying, "What's the state of this? What's the capital of this state?" or something.
Yeah,
I was so confused.
And they get instantly banned because the government was paying Twitter to ban people for mentioning. So you don't get that shit on Tumblr. Yeah, Tumblr is actually quite active. Hell, I still have a Tumblr because I don't want to leave it. I mean, but I don't really do much there anyway. I don't want to say that I've moved to Twitter, but I've become more active on Twitter since becoming a VTuber.
I think it's just mostly because, Twitter, you make a Twitter post, it takes 5 seconds. With Tumblr, there's so much more that you can do that you kind of get. At least for me, it's overwhelming to make Tumblr posts compared to Twitter ones.
Yeah, and again, if I'm being honest, it's like, again, Twitter does not allow the freedom that Tumblr does.
Yeah,
no
definitely.
Social media does, as a matter of fact. Like Facebook, I avoid that like the goddamn plague. Facebook is.
I mean, let's look at the facts. What other social media website would allow you to post about how best to murder people except Tumblr? You don't see that on Facebook. You don't see that on Twitter. You're gonna get banned on Twitter for saying the word kill. You know how much I have to censor myself on Twitter as a villain VTuber, but I'm not allowed to say the words kill, murder, stab, or face Twitter's that. Holy shit!
You could always uwooify it.
Gosh,
I don't think Twitter could handle that. Like, I don't think they could manage that properly.
Maybe if I ran it through Zalgo, the crazy text. Maybe it won't pick the words up.
I haven't thought about Zalgo in a long time. Oh wow! Oh, the Blade movie. I love the Blade movies. They're so good.
Oh yeah, they're like the original, kind of superhero movie, but not. But they were like at the start of when superhero movies started getting good.
It's funny you say that because Wesley Snipes is constantly wanting to come back as Blade, and he keeps saying that he started the MCU because technically he did.
Technically he did. Blade is Marvel. He was like the first Blade movies were even before Dark Knight, Nolan trilogy became a thing. So technically Blade did start the MCU. Holy shit.
And hey, if you want to get really technical, you know that 90s Batman cartoon that was like that is basically the best iteration of Batman? That came about because of the 89 movie with Jack Nicholson as the Joker.
Yeah,
and
apparently
I apparently learned what the hell was that actor's name? And now
which character did they play?
Michael Keaton, the Batman movie, the 89 Batman movie.
Yeah.
Prince did the soundtrack for that movie. And he created the he created that theme song apparently, or had a hand in it. And that became Batman's theme song for the entirety of the 90s cartoon. To the point that and of course, in a similar note, Michael Keaton apparently, while filming the Spider-Man Homecoming movie, occasionally when every time when he had a scene with what is the new Spider-Man kid's name?
Um, fuck, I forgot.
Tom Holland.
Oh yeah.
That's what it was. Apparently on set, what he would do. Let's do alliance relates next. Wow, that's alliance relates. Yes, thank you, Mouth. Thank you.
Yeah, with the healer, it's super fast. It's like instant.
But apparently what Michael Keaton would do on set was when he was filming with Tom Holland, he would occasionally just go, "I'm Batman," and Tom Holland would just lose it every time and break, and they would totally just break character every. It's really funny.
I mean, let's be honest. Anyone would lose their mind if Michael Keaton did that to them, because like the old '90s Batman was like the first. Well, not really the first time, but it was the most iconic '90s superhero thing in respect to Marvel and DC. Like, I don't even remember any Marvel shows from the '90s. Are they any? There was like the old Avengers thing, but like nobody remembers that. It looked stupid.
I never watched it, but apparently there was a really good X-Men cartoon that had a really, really, really awesome intro.
Oh yeah, there was.
It was made even better in the Japanese version, but was funny because that one got in trouble for just ripping off another song that already existed.
God. Well, the thing is, when we look at the TV series, the live action and the animated ones are technically different universes. Like DC, there's DCU, the DC Ultimate Universe for the movies, and there's DCAU, which is for the animated movies. They have their own continuity, so I consider them separate things for the most part.
Which is really funny because apparently that doesn't exist. Like, apparently the reference of the DC cinematic universe is not a thing that they use internally at Warner Brothers, and they hate it. And it's become a thing because they have no plans to do it, despite the fact that they're trying to. I also learned that apparently, what was the other thing that I also learned? I lost it. Oh no. My train of thought got obliterated by Baleful.
Every time I see Baleful in the game, I just remember Baleful, the VTuber, the armor one. Really cool. This, I think I still remember most of the mechanics of this one.
Honestly, the only one that you really gotta concern yourself with is the final boss with his ancient flare and I think the behemoth meteor. That's it. Like, admittedly, for the most part, unless it's a wipe mechanic, you can brute force a lot of the Crystal Tower stuff.
That is true. There was decent Iron Man and Spider-Man '90s cartoon. Yeah, like a lot of the a lot of the '90s superhero cartoons. Awesome. I'm not sure if this is considered '90s or early 2000s, but my favorite still has to be Batman the animated series.
Yes,
Probably.
that was the one that I meant. The '90s cartoon Batman that ran from I think it was '93 to like. Well, no, 92 to like 94 or so. It needed to go on much longer. But hey, we also got Batman Beyond, so
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Batman Beyond.
Was so cool.
It was so underrated as well. Like you hear a lot of hate for Terry McGinnis, but he was good as a predecessor.
I love Terry. My boy Terry doesn't deserve hate. Come on, he was a cool dude. He tried his best.
I think my favorite part of the Beyond universe was the Jokers. Like I normally hate Joker, right? I don't like Joker. Like Joker is a deplorable character, which means he's good. He's just overused. But the Jokers,
Yeah, the idea that like an actual terrifying terrorist supervillain has now been relegated to like some
edgy teenagers.
Yeah, this is like the local gang. who don't do anything incredibly illegal until like I think one of the movies where they're like actually hired by the Joker who came back. But
Oh
I
yeah,
also
they
have
were
to say,
hired.
Mark Hamill Joker, best iteration of the Joker, hands down.
Oh, definitely. No one can beat Mark Hamill.
I will say that Heath Ledger Joker was a pretty good concept. The problem is that it's now made the character toxic as all hell because
Oh
they keep
yeah.
want to try and do it again.
Heath Ledger, best live action Joker, but yeah, that was the downward spiral of Joker, essentially.
To be perfectly honest, I also like Jack Nicholson Joker because he was the Mark Hamill Joker before Mark Hamill Joker became a thing. Like I believe that Mark Hamill also mentioned that he did base that version or his version of the Joker somewhat on that one because he wanted it to be like creepily whimsical, and I like that. And I think my favorite part about that is that apparently I've been told that I can do a decent Mark Hamill Joker laugh.
Oh, do it now.
I gotta like find a place for that because like a lot of voice actors mention that they've got to be like in a certain point in their mind to do it. Let me see if I can remember how he did it. I gotta look it up real quick because there's like a very specific cadence that it had to the laughter. Because I have what people call a hyena laugh by nature. My laugh is like a cackle, but apparently I can do pretty good laughter. Yeah, here we go. Because there was one that he did that. Yeah, that's the one.
That is so good.
I love doing impressions. But I honestly think that another good. I've also been told that apparently my Krusty the Clown is a little bit too on point too.
So basically, Mamana, what you're saying is they're calling you a clown.
Yeah, basically. Oh, thank you, right? Yeah, thank you, everyone. I don't know how I feel about this, but thank you. But yeah, like I love doing impressions, and apparently my vocal range is pretty good for it because I have the ability to go from like a quick high pitch to like Megatron.
Good night, Cece. Thank you for dropping by. I hope you have a lovely sleep and sweet dreams.
Oh my.
Gosh.
But yeah, if there's one thing that I love messing with people with, are they not sitting on the? Oh no. C is not on there. C's not on the pad.
Wait, are they missing half their group?
Yeah, they are. Oh
no. Gosh.
Ah, damn it.
Like I'm not even gonna lie, I am a big... Of all the Marvel and DC franchises, Batman has to be my favorite. It's what I grew up on. I love all of the Rogues Gallery, especially... I'm choking, sorry.
Oh no!
Let me drink. Hydrate. My favorite boys has to be, aside from the Sirens, Scarecrow and Riddler. I do hope that they... Like, I love Dark Knight Trilogy Scarecrow so much. Cillian Murphy did such a good job with that
yeah,
version.
he did, honestly. Yeah, on it. Like, I actually do enjoy the Nolan movies. And if there's one thing that I also like doing is the Bane voice. It's like, oh, I was born in the dark. Yeah, I love doing that. But again, like if there's one thing that I love doing, it's showing off my vocal range, and that is by doing the anime lolly voice right before doing Megatron or Dr. Claw from the old oh, why am I blanking on that name now? Inspector Gadget cartoon. Because it was like, you know, I just go ahead and I go, Oni-chan! But then I just go, I'll get you next time, Gadget.
Oh. I'm so jealous of people with like a vocal range Oh, I cringe every time I listen to recording of my voices because I have such a
Yeah,
weakness for good voices. Holy shit!
yeah. Anime lolly voice. Oh no.
You know,
But
keep it clean.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But if there is one thing that I have a redeem on my own channel where, I think it was 2,500 points, where I have the quote unquote lewd ara ara, because of course, I mean I'm like mother designed, so I have to have the ara ara. I don't want to do it. I don't know if it's too much, but
No, it's fine. Ara ara
yeah, it was
is, it's just a sound. I don't see why people are so down bad about it, honestly.
keep it clean feeds prisoners to zombies.
Yes. Well, if you feed the prisoner to zombies, there's no more corpse. That's clean. That's clean right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, they get all the parts, so there's not really much left to clean up at that point, right? But yeah, I usually for my auto redeem, I typically go ahead and just lean into the mic and I just go, ah. Which of course, for those who don't know, ara does mean something. It's a direct translation that it's oh my or my, so you're just saying oh my or my. So that's really all it is. But apparently it's become so intertwined with the anime MILF aesthetic, so
There is a joke among Filipino VTubers back then, especially when Kaheru put out the Genshin Impact Tagalog version, right? And we do actually have something equivalent to ara ara in Tagalog, which fits nicely because it means about the same thing as my. It's just aba. Instead of an R, it's a B. So when
I see.
Filipino VTubers say aba instead of ara ara.
I see. I love cultural crossover stuff like that though. That's good.
Yeah, it's fun.
I like it when you have like an expression that is like universal, and then each culture has their own version of it.
It's just a really fun part of humanity that even in back then they were like miles apart. There's no instant travel. There's no planes, but they still have similar things like worms and like in mythology and all that. Somehow we all have that similarity.
Yeah, I genuinely like the idea, and it's like because of course there's the ancient aliens theory, which to a degree I enjoy, but not to the degree that the History Channel does it. But
aliens. Gosh.
Yeah, the idea is that a lot of the world's deities were actually entities from beyond this solar system, which to an extent I could believe that because of course it's so perfectly recorded, and humans have the need to record everything that goes on and describe it in the way they know how. So why should we be totally against the idea that they had some influence or guidance from beings from elsewhere? The problem is that at that point then comes the issue of, the aliens built the pyramids. That's not true. We actually know exactly how the pyramids were built. It's just that a lot of people don't want to admit that the Egyptians were that good at what they did.
Exactly.
And I can tell you how it was done.
I would honestly agree with you that aliens might exist. Maybe they were the deities recorded, but like you, the problem I have with the Alien series or Ancient Aliens is that they tend to erase human ability. They make it look like we're morons, but we're not. We were able to make those pyramids, like you said.
Yeah, exactly. It discredits a lot of the actually impressive architectural improvements and ability that humans have, which is the part where I'm like, okay, at that point, nah. Oh, you got raided again.
Thank you for the raid, Cypher channel, and welcome to the stream. How are you? What are you playing, Cypher?
2 and is a fox? I'm not sure.
I'm just gonna focus on healing rather than attacking. Ah!
It's okay, we're good. Our tank died though.
Oh, always. Don't worry. Oh! A DPS died. Oh, you were working on anatomy practice. That's good. Hell yeah. We hide behind the rocks, right?
Random lore dumps. Also, yes. Ecliptic Meteor. Oh, by the way, King Behemoth is in Monster Hunter World.
Oh yeah, yeah, I fought King Behemoth already. That it was weird in Monster Hunter World because they changed the UI as well when you're fighting Behemoth.
Yeah, they did, and they also put in the music, and that made me so happy. It was really cool.
I heard
'Cause
that
when
the Rathalos is in this game. Is that right?
yes, yes,
I
and
wanna
it
fight.
actually plays like a Monster Hunter fight.
Oh,
The
hell.
hard, the extreme version limits your party to only 4 people, and you cannot use healing items or you cannot use healing spells. Healers become useless in
Oh
that
god.
fight in the second half because you can no longer use heal. You can't use Asuna. You can't use healing spells like Cure and whatnot, and I don't think you can add shields either. You can only use the Mega Potions that are supplied, and you have 10 of them. Which, of course, they also heal you in full, so... But it's... I fought that fight, and I have the mount, by the way, on my other character. Which I should probably show off before everything else. Because I spent a long time trying to get the mount, and I'm very proud of it.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, especially even if you solo the thing, like the drop rate is ridiculous as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
handbangers. Oh, never mind.
Although you're actually guaranteed to get the mount, because if you do the extreme version, you get you do the extreme version 50 times total to get the mount, which used to be more than that. Apparently, I think it used to be 100. Oh, you got it, nice.
Oh, so close.
And I did that. However, the funny part about that was that the mount drop in the fight has a 50-50 shot of the chest. It appears in showing up with another 50-50% chance of the thing being actually in there or not, or maybe less than that. I'm not sure. But the whistle for the mount dropped. I think it was 2 runs before I actually got the 50 scales I needed to buy the mount, and I didn't get it. So, but it's fine, because I had a party, like a pre-made party. We were going in and farming it that day, and thankfully I got my mount. But it was really funny how the mount dropped like 2 runs before we finished. But yeah, the Rathalos fight is really cool. I would happily come do it with you when you got it unlocked. It's a level 70 raid.
Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna guess it's like in. Was that Shadow? I forgot the expression name. It's Stormblood. Okay.
Yes, yeah, Stormblood. Yeah.
Well, I'm almost done with Dragon Song. Like I have maybe 10 missions, and then I'm into Stormblood, I believe. Let me check. Let me check the MSQ list. I always have a. I'm on balance onto all, so ending consistent. No, Shadows of the Priest. I'm at the part where Alfinod's twin sister arrives, so that's like about a dozen quests, and then I'm in Stormblood. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I will say this. Stormblood, its story is a little too all over the place. It's decent, but it's quite all over the place in my opinion. But hey, you get Sadu and Yotsuyu, so I'm content with that. Don't worry, you'll understand why I love Yotsuyu so much. In fact, her introduction will show you why. There's another streamer that I like, Meter Buns, who is really, really funny. She's adorable. she saw her first experience with Yotsuyu was she saw her step on a dude's head, and she goes, "Is it that? I think that's hot."
One thing I need to know. Do we see more of Yogiri, the Aura Ninja?
Yes, she is one of the major players in that storyline, and we also get to see her quote unquote master Hien, who is kind of a hot Midlander, not gonna lie, but at the same time, my FC on Famfrit has a lot of opinions about how the story for that went down, and that Hien's a bit questionable in how he went about what he did, but it's divisive. I despise Xenos, so meanwhile, a lot of the fan base really loves the guy. I hate him.
Let's pause this for a bit. Yes, I did remove the get insulted. Oh god, there's someone grinning again! I hope it's not too noisy though. I did like turn on the noise suppression as best as I could without distorting my voice. But I did remove the get insulted redeem because I felt in previous times it was redeemed I was not doing a good job. As you can see, I'm a affable villain rather than a straight up asshole villain. Thank you for the stretch. If you
Wait,
know
like
the
Megaminds?
no, affable villain, affable evil is a trope, which means you're likable, you're well mannered, you're nice, but you also murder people, you know.
Oh yeah, okay.
And it's not a facade. You're just really nice, but you have. Oh my god, there's so many snakes in the screen. There's so many right now. Thank you everyone who's still around and watching. We'll start this battle and see if we can defeat the dragon's nest.
How can I add myself into this little battle that you got going on here? How does that work?
So essentially, you go. Let me put up the command. You go to streamraiders.com. You connect your Twitch account, and you can choose stream captains to join. So, and there's a lot of them. But basically, you join whoever you're watching, and you get units and all that.
Okay, cool.
Oh, we have a big army this time. We got this. We got this. Nice work, everyone. Especially a legendary axe with 6 units. We have a loyalty chest. Oh, hell yeah. We got one rogue. We got flying rogue scroll. Scrolls are used to unlock and upgrade units. And coins are used to buy scrolls and to upgrade units. Essentially. Okay, let's grant the rewards. Congratulations to Oh My God, I Love Steak for the 1 rogue scroll and Axe for the 50 coins. Enter event. Wait, what event? Oh, there's a new thing. Oh, we're fighting goblins this time. Cyber goblins. They have a car. How are we gonna beat up a car?
Cyber goblins. How are you gonna beat up a car? Go get Chun-Li. She did it. That's a dumb reference that I'm not sure anyone would really get.
I think everyone knows though.
Games. Yeah, there's a level where you just beat up a car.
There we are. We're gonna be fighting some cyber goblins. Too bad they're not trolls, or else we would have the privilege of beating up cyber trolls.
Here, I'm gonna swap characters real quick.
All right.
So that I can also then use my actual main character.
Definitely, I'll be waiting here.
She is more designed to be cute, and not drop dead gorgeous. Although she can be drop dead gorgeous, has to be.
The stretch again. Yeah, I removed the get insulted redeem because I felt that I was doing a good job. So I felt bad whenever people redeemed it and I was not ready. But maybe I'll bring it back someday. Maybe. If not,
You
I'll replace it with something else. I don't know.
you gotta take insult lessons from the Scotsman from Samurai Jack.
Oh gosh, I
Like
remember
like,
that.
4-second insult tirade. Oh, that guy was a great character concept. This is a sword. Just pulls out this sword for like 5 minutes. Are you a Sephiroth?
Gosh.
I love it.
Samurai, like the 90s, early 2000s Cartoon Network shows were so good. Like, iconic.
Okay,
Like,
but early 2000s Toonami though.
we didn't have Toonami here. That was the thing.
Oh no!
What
Oh,
we
yeah, that's probably why you're not a weeb.
No, we had this channel called AXN or something. It was also an anime only channel. But oh no, not AXN, Animax. It was called Animax. It was also full of anime, and but I didn't watch too much of it except like Ranma, Inuyasha, Get Backers, Gensou and Sayuki. So I was a bit of a weeb early on, but it was like very select things and not usually the mainstream things either. Like I didn't watch Sailor Moon. I didn't watch Dragon Ball. The most mainstream thing I watched was Naruto.
That's fair. Like for me, my first sets of anime were from Toonami in that era because it was Gundam Wing, G Gundam, Yu Yu Hakusho, Outlaw Star, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, Zoid's Chaotic Century, and Zoid's New Century Zero. And they were typically all lined up back to back on Friday nights on Toonami. And oh man, from that era on, oh boy, was I quite the weeb.
I think we all had our weeb phase if we didn't like leave it,
I'm never out of it.
But Yu Yu Hakusho, holy crap, one of the earliest isekai animes, one of the best. I think the characters were really well built for the most part.
Yes.
Gosh, I remember having a crush on Nakago until he did that horrible thing in that one episode. Well, I will not elaborate on, but anyone who has watched Yu Yu Hakusho will know what that one horrible thing was.
It's been so long since I've watched it, but like I will admit, I this is probably gonna get a bit too real, but I can also say that show is partly responsible for me being a quote-unquote furry. I'm
Why?
not kidding.
Wait.
Look, that cute cat or fox MC girl during the tournament. Okay, she was adorable. She was like one of my introductions to the idea of cat girl.
Oh wait, no, I was thinking of a different anime. It's not Yu Yu Hakusho. It's shit. I got confused for a moment.
Oh no, then I outed myself.
What was that anime with Miyaka and like the warriors of like Seiyu and the 4 Chinese zodiacs? Let me search it up real quick. It's bothering me right now. Why did I think it was Yu Yu Hakusho? Miyaka, Yuki. Fushigi Yugi. Why did I think Yu Yu Hakusho?
Because it has a similar sounding name. I can understand that, honestly.
But I do know what Yu Yu Hakusho is. It was called Ghost Fighter here, and the most horrible thing was we had the Tagalog dub, and the voices were so cringe.
Yeah. Like in the English, like the English dub too, like had a lot of like silly voices. But I can also say this, like again, this is the era of anime where they had so many of the same. Also, where is the Chocobo Square?
In Gold Saucer.
Right, but where in Gold Saucer is that again?
There's a elevator near the entrance.
Oh wow, okay, I forgot about that second. Okay, that's why I don't have it on this character. Speaking of goofy anime characters, there's a dude right here named Bobo.
Is it the Lala Phil?
That anime? No, he's a Roganin. He's actually cosplaying the anime character.
Oh gosh,
he's got the afro and everything.
I need to see. I'm gonna go there.
Yeah, he's by the main Aetherite.
Yeah, I mix up Yu Yu Hakusho and Fushigi Yugi for a bit, Hex. God damn it. Yugi Hakusho and Yu Yu Fushigi.
I mean,
Shut the fuck up.
You could probably add in Yu-Gi-Oh to that, yeah?
Yeah. Wait, where are you?
Holy shit, he's actually cosplaying the character!
Oh wait, made that right.
That's awesome! Proud and gaming. Oh, I love this guy. He's doing the Ginyu Force poses. Oh wow.
I'm blind or I'm looking at the wrong thing.
He's in like in the entrance to the blue zone.
Oh, I see it. Oh.
Look at this guy. That's amazing. He's even got the afro and everything.
Oh.
Oh, I love it. That's excellent.
Oh, he disappeared! No!
Okay, that's great though. I love that he just outright vanished.
I was clapping for him.
So yeah, this is my original character that I started the game with.
Oh, it has the Alice in Wonderland dress.
Yeah, she's a doll maid. I call her doll maid because her beauty is meant to be doll-esque, like never changing and all that. He mains paladin, but I also have a samurai, ninja, and dancer.
Oh, that's so good. She reminds me of Yugiri, so I already like her.
Yeah, canonically, like in story-wise, I always say that Mitsuki and Yugiri we're good friends at the very least.
I'm gonna be honest, I think Yugiri... I don't think anyone's gonna top Yugiri for me when it comes to best girl in this game. I'm gonna be so surprised if somebody else takes that title.
Oh, don't worry, there are probably gonna be at least 2 or 3.
Gosh.
If you like Viera, you'll probably like the Shadowbringer's character, Lena.
I prefer Aura over Viera, honestly.
That's fair. That's quite valid. You know, fun fact for you: did you know that the Alra, were originally meant to be swapped around in terms of aesthetic? The females are meant to be gigantic Amazonian dragon women.
Oh.
And then Squeen became cowards because they realized, oh hey, people like cat girls though, make them tiny.
But they don't realize that people also like muscular women.
Well, yeah, apparently the reason why was because they were like, oh, you know, Roganin weren't, you know, as popular as I thought they would be, or something like that. It was a dumb reason. But it's true, and it makes me sad.
Honestly, I wanted to be a male Aura, but I saw how like muscular and buff they were, and that's not my aesthetic. So I just went with a female Aura. Honestly,
that's valid, yeah. Oh, that does not look as good without the visual modification. Oh, that's fine.
I'm probably, once I hit level 60, I'm probably gonna grind Pyros Sirius for the Plague Bringer set for my Astro, because it looks so awesome.
Plague Bringer set. That's the one. That's the Plague Doctor outfit, isn't it?
Yeah. It has a cool vest and everything. The mask.
Which dungeon was that?
Pyros Sirius Hard, which is... I don't quite remember what it looked like because I've only done it once, but if I remember correctly, it looks like a garden or something.
What level? What did you say it was? The Saint Arboretum? No. Okay, yeah,
no.
It is that one.
No, Pyros Sirius Hard. It's a level 70? No, it's level 60. I can actually do it. Holy shit! I need to grind this.
I can solo it with you, actually.
But it still do the drops even in
Yeah,
under.
you will still get a guaranteed piece drop, like from each boss.
Oh, let's go.
Like individual armor pieces will still drop, I believe.
Ooh,
So we can do that unsynced. I'll go with Paladin.
hell yeah. Should I go? Should I stay as Astro or go Red Mage?
Which class are you getting the outfit for?
Astro. It's a healer class outfit.
Then go with the class outfit. Go with the class the same class as the outfit.
All right. Hmm.
That way you are guaranteed to get one at the end of the run, implying it dropped with the final boss.
Is that how it works? I see.
Yes.
I see.
Yes. One piece is always guaranteed to drop from the final boss, depending on your class.
Oh. I'm ready. I've been eyeing that set ever since I knew of its existence. I was sad that I couldn't like glamour it onto my Red Mage though.
Which dungeon was it?
Pharos Serious Hard. Let me type it.
Oh, okay. Let me go unlock that real quick. I know what dungeon that is. But I apparently don't have it on this character. Oh, okay. That's weird, because I have done it before.
Maybe you've done Pharos Serious, the normal one? I think the hard one has to be unlocked. Oh.
I've done them both, but this is the one that it has to be unlocked. I get that from Limsa, so let me go there real quick.
Alright. Gonna look around and see what craziness is going on here. Oh, I should have gone with you to Limsa. Like, there was no reason to stay in Gold Saucer. Gosh. I'll teleport to Limsa anyway.
But yeah, I honestly think that, one of... Because again, like, I was mentioning how you have, like, the Final Fantasy XIV cryptid characters who are just goofy named... Again, like our friend Babobo there, who was just running around doing silly poses and whatnot. Good example of this. But I have my own that I have not done anything with. And it kind of makes me sad that I haven't, purely because I would love to do so. And how much do you know about Digimon?
I know a fair bit. I watch 1, 2, and Tamers. Oh, these are the janitors I keep telling you about.
Oh yeah, I see them on stream, yeah.
They even have this guy. There's usually there's 2 of them here, not the third one though. They have broom pets as well.
Oh, I love that. That's great. No.
Oh, the dead person isn't here. The dead rabbit isn't here. By the way, it's not a Viera rabbit. By the way, it's one of the orc guys, big guy in a rabbit mascot suit. Always dead here. Not here though.
Oh, I haven't. Oh, wait.
Is that a teddy bear? No, it's a pig. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, that's the swine suit.
Gosh.
You get that from Gold Saucer, I believe.
And here's a rabbit one. Holy shit. Why are there so many mascot outfits in this game? Like, I've seen a frog, I've seen a chocobo. Gosh.
Yeah, I asked because I have to do actual Pharaoh Serious normal first.
Oh, we can go do that.
Yeah, and we can unsync that. That's a level 50 dungeon, so...
Yeah, we'll just breeze through it.
50? Have I done that then already then? No, apparently I haven't. Are you for real?
You might have done it on another character.
How does my main character not have that dungeon unlocked?
It happens. That's why I'm only sticking with one character for now. Because I'm sort of a completionist, so I want to do everything I can possibly do without spending money on Doctor. One thing I'm sad about is with the Guardian Restoration update, I hope they don't permanently remove the firmament, because that is the best way to level up as a gatherer and crafter.
I don't think they will, because I think that is like a system that was in prior expansions as well. So I think that I'm pretty sure they'll probably keep it, but if not, yeah. Alternatively, well, no, I don't actually no, I don't think that does work for
Maybe they'll change it from a restoration project to like an upgrade project or something. Hopefully.
yeah. Oh, that's why it's not part of the actual main quest line. That's why I don't have that dungeon unlocked by default. But it's a level 50 dungeon, meaning I could solo this as a DPS class.
Are they making Don Cheadle a villain now? I'm not sure if this is terrible or perfect. Gosh.
Wait, where would I go? What?
Oh, look at this aura.
Oh.
I love their clothes. Holy shit. What clothes are these? What? Bright linen striking. Ah, it's a pugilist monk samurai one. Those are some good clothes. I can't not instantly trust Don Cheadle with my life. Gosh.
Also, legendary or my axe, Yu-Gi-Oh. Yes. How many U names can we get into this confusing anime discussion? Oh man, I love Yu-Gi-Oh. Like unironically, that was again one of my first anime, if I'm being honest. The original Yu-Gi-Oh. I love Seto Kaiba. I'm a Kaiba simp. I'll admit that.
I meanwhile am a Pegasus simp. Look, what can I say? I fell for the suit and also rich guy who makes games. Hello.
I love the English. Fun fact for you, Seto Kaiba and Brock from Pokemon share a voice actor.
What? They can't be so far apart though.
Exactly, and that's why I love English voice actors, because you can hear it in their voice. Oh, that's the same person, and it's like, nope, totally different character though. So I now want like art of Kaiba pulling out a frying pan and using it as a drying pan.
Imagine Kaiba though flirting with Nurse Joy and Officer Jenny. That would be so weird.
It would be so off-putting because it's totally not what his character is like. Oh man.
Or imagine Brock becoming rich and becoming a CEO like Kaiba. Holy shit.
Oh, I went to the wrong location. Oh, I'm dumb. Whoops. Meet me in Aleport.
All right.
I can show you my mount. There's a tiny Hildebrand. Oh, I was confused. But yeah, I never finished watching Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I didn't like it as much, but 5Ds I fucking love.
I honestly did not get. Oh, Rathalos!
On my screen, he's blue.
I want it so bad. It looks so good as well.
I can help you get it too.
Look at him.
The only disappointment here is that he does not have an animation that you can breathe fire with.
Oh.
Because there's another mount that I also have. From the Lizard Daddies, as I call them. They're from the Amalja.
Oh.
It's the Beast Tribe quest mount for the Lizard Men.
Oh, that's so good.
He also flies.
How does he fly? Wait, does he fly? He just floats.
Yeah.
Also, the ring on the tail reminds me of Gatomon from Digimon.
Got it. Okay, yeah. I never finished that. So I asked you how much you know about Digimon. Do you remember Leomon?
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, I have an alt character named Leomon Isekai'd.
Oh, I'm guessing it's a beast
Yeah,
man.
he's a Hrothgar, yes.
Gosh.
And I had intended that if I ever did anything with the character, he would always be speaking in a very confused, all caps manner. I'm just here to punch. I want to go home. Where am I? Poor Leomon.
Since we're talking about isekai, right? Like, anyone who doesn't know the lore of 14 would think that we were kind of just sort of isekai or just a normal adventurer in this place, right?
Uh-huh.
My headcanon is my certain warrior of light. It's just me, just summoned instead of the actual warrior of light. And I'm just going along with everything out of sheer boredom.
Now, there are two really funny things about this, what you just said. The first is that I too have an isekai character who is it's an OC of mine who I was like, it'd be funny if like to him it was a video game. But see, the thing about this is that Shadowbringers is an isekai plot.
Wait, seriously?
Yes. That is the only quote-unquote spoilers I will give you, is technically an isekai plot.
Gosh, now I'm looking forward to seeing what happens.
Okay, I got the normal version unlocked.
Gosh,
I have
hate
to do
that.
this one first.
I'm not gonna take
You know, if you have glamour, I can probably give you something that will be better than those pants.
Nah, it's fine. I've just been too lazy to update my glamour plates. I have a few.
You have the Moonfire Tanga? It would probably look the best on that.
I don't know what that is.
It is a level 1 item, or level 1 leg item. They're basically it's a pair of white pantsu.
Ooh. Maybe.
Oh, well, that is a Thavnarian top, so you could probably just get the bottom piece for that. I'm not sure how much they're going for right now, but I have that set. Although for me, I don't know if I did send that in your server. You're mentioning Genshin Impact cosplays, and in the video game set, the last 3 that I sent are of Mitsuki in the Ningguang outfit. I love Mami Ning character in Genshin. Like, I don't play the game anymore, but I do love the characters. Ningguang is good.
Also, by the way, Act says that Leomon did die enough in the series to get isekai'd, so that's perfectly understandable that you have a Leomon isekai character.
Swap classes. There we go. Now I'm samurai. Now we can do unsync. This is level 50 unsync dungeon for Pharaoh Sirius normal mode first.
I think the only Genshin Impact character that really interested me enough to take a look at the game, but I'm still not gonna play it. There's this one NPC, apparently a shopkeeper or something, which is a guy with glasses and a pet snake, and you see where my biases are.
Yes, the guy who takes care of Chi-Chi. Who may also be at some point introduced as a character, if I'm knowing Genshin, because he looks like he'd be one.
Yeah, he's not.
I think he does have a vision. I'm not sure. But
like he's not dressed as an NPC. He's dressed as a player character.
Yeah. You can always tell if they're gonna introduce him or not by how detailed they are.
Is there no possibility that they might be an enemy though? Like, I don't know what Genshin Impact enemies are, or villains, or whatever.
That is the weird thing, because I mean that's kind of the gimmick, yeah. Like, oh yeah, like there's a character named Scaramouche who was introduced, who was like a villainous character in some capacity during an event. But he will be an obtainable character at some point.
It's a gacha. Yeah, all the villains will be playable.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I mean,
you have a fair point.
In order to know that.
I mean, you know, people like us, we're gonna simp for the villains.
Oh yeah, I mean, I love like writing villains. I actually, pulling back the curtain on my own self real quick. One of my concept VTuber designs was going to be one of my villain characters, who was a Gore Magala,
Ooh.
From Monster Hunter. But her idea is that she has attained godhood in her power level and is completely immortal. Like, she can't die no matter what you do, and she doesn't like this very much.
Yeah, there's
But her
always
whole-
two routes for immort. Wait, I'm lost. Oh shit. Do we go down? Okay, found it.
I forget the layout of this damn place.
Oh wait, no, I went the
Maybe
wrong
one
way.
direction?
Don't worry, I'll figure it out eventually. I have no sense of direction. Which
To
is
be
always
perfectly fair, this place is confusing.
I'm always afraid of tanking because tanking means you're leading the team through the dungeon. Gosh.
Here we go, I found it. That's always the confusing one because there's like a you can go into this room. There's no point if there are enemies in there. Yeah, okay, yeah. This is the one that I took some blue mages through.
Alright, there.
I love my samurai glam.
Oh,
Your hot ass leotard. I sent for Senora. Honestly, yeah, she's a great character. I love her design. I want more on Beto though. I love Great Sword Pirate Captain. She's so hot. I'm so incredibly gay for Beto. Beto, yeah, Beto indeed. Beto, yeah. Bad parental humor at 3 a.m.
That's fair.
I mean, hey, my design is meant to be motherly, so of course I'd have parental humor, right?
Exactly.
The bad puns and whatnot.
And I can't exactly fault you for it because I also do dad jokes and puns sometimes. They're the
Parental
best.
humor is great. They are. It's like oh man, and I thought of a really bad one.
Do
Like,
it.
I will open this up by saying that it is a joke that I came up with while I was sitting in the bathroom one day. So it was like I was like 2 minutes from going to bed. I was in the bathroom, one of my housemates sitting on the couch in the morning watching the news. I come out and I go, "Hey, did you hear about that horrible train accident that horrible accident that Ozzy Osbourne got into? Yeah, he was on a train and it got derailed. Apparently, it was quite the crazy train."
Oh no!
And I shit you not when I say that the face my housemate made, like, the range of emotions that she had was the best.
From a scale. Wait, sorry. Konzetsu, welcome to the stream. How are you? I hope you're having a good evening. We're just chilling with Final Fantasy XIV and talking about a lot of different crazy stuff. Honestly. But on a scale from 1 to 10, how horrified was their face though?
So it gets better because I retold the joke for another housemate as well, who thought it was serious because she's not very aware of Aussie music. But oh, rude. The overall joke. So the first housemate, she gave me this. She had this side eye of like, really, but then she broke into this her face was scrunched as she was laughing breathlessly, like she was laughing so hard she couldn't make a noise. But the second housemate, I tell the joke, she like audibly gasped and was like,
Oh no!
really? But the best part was, another housemate was sitting nearby and said, "No, this is a joke." Like immediately he knew, because of the term "crazy train." Also, hey, this is the third boss. Weird, right?
Yeah, we're breezing through it. You're just massacring them. Holy fuck!
No, it's like, that was the third boss. When I did this dungeon originally, I was like, wait, that boss has like even Sync, this boss has no health bar, what? Because it's not the final boss.
It is.
It's a fake out. The actual final boss is a heartbeat.
Oh, the harpies pushover even when synced.
Who
The first
honestly looks like a boss from Devil May Cry 5. The boss that from the back anyway, or her headpiece.
like when I did this with like a bunch of random people, this boss pushover, the first boss was mechanically very difficult because if you there are ads, but you can only kill the ads one at a time. If you kill more than one, it rages and insta kills one of you. So holy shit, that was a pain. Oh yeah, I'm enjoying 14 so much, Con. Like I've been playing this a lot for the past month and a half, and I have 2 more months of subscription from Kiwi.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I will happily take you through the Shadowbringers content when you get that far. Hell, I will do the game with you in general, honestly, because I need more reason to play the game. A friend recently got me some more sub time.
Amazing.
So,
Before we go on, Stream Raiders, let's kick some cyber goblin ass. I feel bad for these goblins now. I can see that we're gonna absolutely murder them. Like, look at this. This is a level 1 dungeon. Look at how many there are. Oh my god. Hello, everyone. But yeah, it was my partner Kiwi who got the game for me. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try the free trial first so that, we don't have to pay for anything. But then he
yeah, it was.
But then he went and bought me the full game with all the DLCs. Just to trade me a minion, the baby bat, which is so cute. And
Oh, that's adorable.
also that Tanavarian dress, which is why I kept it. Because that was from my partner.
Doc, by the way, I want to mention.
Yeah?
There's a minion in the game that you get whose name is the Great Serpent of Ronka. They are very cute, but there is a very particular screenshot that I have to send of my isekai character Haru. For the record, he is a boy, but he is very top heavy. But I have to take a great screenshot because apparently it's a Shadowbringers thing, but I feel okay telling you this, because it's like not inherently relevant to the main plot for the game. It's like a side quest that's kind of comedic. There's a dude in the game in the Shadowbringers areas who is convinced he's met like what is the equivalent of the world serpent, I guess. But it appears as like this tiny little cheapy serpent thing that goes scree, and it's adorable. But I kind of actually want to DM this picture to you because I don't know how. The boobs are massive.
As long as as long as there's no nips, it should be
Oh
fine.
no. Okay, yeah. All right, I'll put it under spoiler then. But yes, it is now in the video games chat. I put the little friend right in the softest, most comfortable of thrones for such a deity such as itself. Because I mean, after all, who am I to deny such a wonderful such a wonderful entity?
Oh no! It should be fine to show this on Twitch, right? It's not against Twitch TOS, and we
No,
do have
there's
the
nothing
mature
rude.
filter.
Yeah.
There's nothing lewd, but oh gosh. Also, good
I'm very
night,
proud.
Axe. Thank you for dropping by and staying with
Sleep tight, Axe.
Sweet dream. I can't even say it properly because I'm laughing so much about this picture. Let me go back to Final Fantasy screen and show the picture.
Well, yeah, I think that's the joke. Like the whole joke is that nobody believes the character that this is this great serpent of Ronka. And because again, like the lore behind the creature was that it was quite literally a massive serpent that saved the world from destruction at some point, despite it being a malicious entity. A lot like Pazuzu. It's like, it's the evil to cast out evil. But it was like, apparently, like it had come back in this form or something. I don't think I've done the full quest line for it, but it is really, really funny. Oh, by the way, it took me a long time to get that pose right.
Gosh.
Because I had to do like a lot of finagling with like the position of the minion as well as my character, along with like making sure nothing was clipping too heavily. But the joke here is that this is the serpent's grand throne.
God. How did you even? What is this pose?
It is a custom pose. It is a custom pose it's used for like an external app that can like put your character in different poses. I probably shouldn't promote it on stream because technically, like, it's not against TOS, but technically Square Enix does not endorse the use of mods. So oh, this is great though. There's a cat boy standing next to me wearing Nike high heels. Forgetting that I have that. Damn it! I keep forgetting that that's a thing. Oh man.
Oh, it's one of those chocobo head people again. Excellent. Those are probably the creepiest, just because the chocobo eyes are weird. You know what I mean? Like, for some reason, the chocobos in this game are all closed eyes. But in other games, you know, they have their eyes open, or like in Chocobo Racing, it's those anime eyes. But here, they're kind of shifty looking because of the eyes, you know?
Okay, why is it not appearing? Hang on. Oh, ow, a sharp intake of air. Oh, that felt terrible.
Also, welcome, Renzi. Good afternoon. It's 3 p.m. actually. You have a good night, Rafa Toad. Thank you for dropping by.
Yes, it's 3 p.m. for you and 3 a.m. for me.
We'll probably like do 1 or 2 more dungeons before ending the stream.
Yeah, I just gotta. How the hell do I unlock this? Where is unlock quest? Things are getting serious. Okay, cool. But what is the quest? Where is it? Where do I find this quest? That's the one piece of information these websites are not telling me.
Ferris is hard.
Okay, it's the upper deck quest. I need to do a quest called Why So Soon. I think it's that joke, right?
Yeah, they had to.
It's really funny because apparently, a lot of the pun titles and a lot of the puns in the English version of the game are not in the JP version, and a lot of the JP players saw that we got so many puns and were like kind of upset that they didn't get that. So they were like, "Can we please have that?" And they were like, "Well, okay, yeah, we'll do it. Like, we'll add that. Why not?" And I think that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, puns are half the fun with wordplay jokes anyway. Like, so many people give puns a lot of flack, but they're really clever if you're able to use them properly and integrate them into conversation seamlessly, you know?
I love puns. I actually have a whole OC that was based on a pun, and I cannot believe that they became a thing. But unfortunately, it's too NSFW. I can't share it. So.
That's fair. We do have NSFW channels in the server. You just need basement access, which there's instructions there how to get it.
I liked that it's basement access.
Yes, because our not safe for work channels are called Vanilla Dungeon and Darkest Dungeon.
Ah, yes. That is not a game that I've played, but I've heard a lot of funny stories about it.
Oh, I will be streaming it on Sunday. I'm looking forward to it. There's gonna be so much depth on my part. Because it is a difficult game. Even on easy mode, holy fuck.
There we go. Okay, so now I should have the ability to obtain hard version of it. Yes? About to
Look at this
find
bunny
out.
outfit here. Gosh. The mascots unsettle me sometimes. Bomb,
Yeah, Japan loves their mascots. They always love their mascot goofiness. Which honestly, I can appreciate that purely because they don't. It's weird too because like I know that a lot like in the West, the idea of the clown is often seen as horror, typically because they're not handled very well. Like in the West, like you get like Ronald McDonald, for example. It's like just more than enough of an example. You also get like Tim Curry in It, or the recent It version of Pennywise. It's like, well, yeah, clowns are creepy because they're just, you know, they're just, you know, not normal. They're weird. However, oh, where is it supposed to be? Oh no. But like in Japan, they love clowns because they love mascots. Like they're so desensitized to mascot characters that clowns are just, you know, they're like that. So it's fine. Things are getting serious. Yeah, this is West. So where is it?
And coming back to the clown, remember, Scarecrow is one of my favorite Batman villains, right? And I had this whole phase of being interested in psychology, especially phobias. And I wrote this whole tiny mini thesis back then on why people were so afraid of clowns, but essentially the summary of it, so because I'm not gonna go into a whole thesis on stream, and I don't even know if I have a copy of it anymore. It's because one of the reasons people are so afraid of clowns is, you know, it's just a general fear of mass or people in mass that they hide their nature behind it. So you're not sure if this person is actually friendly or if they're a threat, and that that unknown, the fear of the unknown, automatically brands anyone in mass as a threat. Essentially,
Yeah, it's a lot like the Uncanny Valley.
yeah.
Like how there's a point where robots become too uncanny and thus we can't accept it.
Yeah.
I have that, by the way.
Our brains just reject, and it's like, this isn't human. It's not supposed to be human. But why does it look human?
Yeah, it's weird because like for me, there's a very weird fine point. It's like the Terminator, for example. I can totally handle that just fine, and the reason why is because there is blood. There's like actual like visual show that there is blood, and there's also you know, it's under the skin, so it makes sense for like, oh, there's like it's essentially an evil robot skeleton. I can take that. But then there's that movie AI, where, and there's one particular minute. It was a movie with Haley Joel Osment, who's like it's like a Pinocchio allegory, but with robots or android. And it was also I have Serious Heart active, so you want to do it?
Yeah, hell yeah, let's do it.
And the idea is that there's like a particular scene where a woman, like a lady android, walks up to the camera, but then like turns her head to look to the side, and the entire part just behind her face is totally barren. And I'm like, no, that's not normal. That's not right. That's weird. Stop it. Which is weird again because like I think it's just because like look, if you're gonna be taking apart a humanoid body, you can't have just barren empty space. It's weird. It doesn't feel right.
It's like taking a shell of a human and slapping it onto something else. I think that also triggers the fear instinct that this is a predator, because this is something that took the shell of a human to use it as its own, essentially.
Which is neat because that actually reminds me of a movie called Mimic. If you haven't seen that, I think you'd be interested in it, given your aesthetics, Doc.
Oh,
It
I love
is
horror movies. I just haven't
it
watched too
is
many.
it's about a so apparently there was like a species of insect that was plaguing, I think it was New York City or something. It was like, oh, it's an invasive species. So let's genetically create or genetically alter and enhance an existing cockroach species, I think it was, to prey specifically on this invasive species, and they will die out after a set number of generations. Problem was that didn't happen, and they rapidly evolved in these generations because they were set to expire quicker, thus they evolved faster, which is typically how nature works. They adapted like damn near instantly. And what ended up happening was that they eventually began understanding that, oh, now humans are our predator, so let's evolve to take care of humans.
Oh no.
And how did they do this? Well, I'm sure you're familiar with the idea of the mimic, in mythology, how they appear as chests.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these bugs have their forelimbs covering their faces, and their hands, quote unquote, look like human face masks.
Oh,
and their
so
wings
sick.
have evolved to look like cloaks, like trench coats.
Oh, that is so good.
This is a jittery. Whoa. I don't remember this at all.
Speaking of Uncanny Valley.
Yeah, this is funny. It looks like a digital glitch.
Yeah, it does. Wait, I forgot what this thing does.
He's gonna die in a minute. It's fine.
What if I touch it? No, I shouldn't.
Oh, here's a question. Are you familiar with the story of Elizabeth Bathory?
Yes, she was a queen or no duchess, I believe.
A countess.
Countess would kidnap young maidens, bathe in their blood. Yeah, I am very familiar. I did the whole thesis on vampires and the American obsession with vampires back then.
Yeah, she is the origin of the tale of Carmilla, who predates Dracula, by the way.
Exactly, like Carmilla was the original vampire, but of course it was Dracula who got all the acclaim.
Yeah, because he wasn't a lesbian.
Exactly. Carmilla still better than Dracula.
There is a movie that I think you'd find enjoyment in being a VTuber. This movie is called Stay Alive. The premise is a cursed video game surfaces.
I have watched that.
It's a fun movie. I like it a lot. Frankie Muniz is in it.
It is like when I first watched it, it was so mind blowing how they did with the whole video game premise and how
you die in the game, you die for real.
Yeah, I think I saw that even before I saw most isekai anime except maybe Dot Hack or something. And how they did it, it was sort of cheesy in present time, but back then it was considered really good,
Yeah, it was honestly a really cool movie, and I have it saved. And I kind of want to watch it again.
Yes, I want to watch it.
It's been a while.
Gosh, I tried to find a copy of it, but every copy I could find was so blurry, it was unwatchable.
Yeah. You've got I have a website there where you can find most movies and even some TV shows that I use that I'll see about if I can't send it to you because it's technically pirating. But then again, no one preserves anything anymore, so pirate everyone.
I don't think we can say it on Twitch.
Well, honestly,
I don't think it's considered pirating though. If there's no way to access it otherwise, and it's such an old film.
Exactly, and it's like even then, companies will complain and whine about, oh, but our money, your money doesn't go to you. Like the biggest example of that is like old Fire Emblem games. How Nintendo was like, stop emulating our stuff, but no, because you don't put them out anywhere else. You don't make them accessible anymore. And we can only obtain the game anymore by buying used copies where the money doesn't go to you in any capacity. You get no percentage of this. Stop complaining when you don't make it accessible. What are you casting? What?
Oh, exploded on itself.
Omae wa mou shindeiru.
I want this
speaking of speaking of my vocal range. I recently began doing the I'm sure you know JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. You know about it, yeah?
I know about it. I've never watched it. I tried.
Neither have I. But yeah, I'm sure that we all know the meme of oh, you're approaching me. I can't beat your ass if I don't get closer to you. Well, apparently I found the romanization of the Japanese version of oh, you're approaching me. And I did that in like this Japanese villain voice that I'm apparently quite good at.
Oh,
but it only sounds good when I speak in Japanese, which unfortunately I don't know a whole lot. I only know maybe a few phrases or concepts, and that's about it. But it was oh, nukkate kuru kana?
Gosh.
I would do the entire line, but it was too much to remember. So
I'm very impressed. I'm so impressed with your vocal range, honestly.
I love I've always wanted to get into voice acting, but the thing is that there are some voices that the ones that I want to be able to do, I can't hold for too long because it destroys my throat.
That's fair.
Because it was funny because there was a VTuber that I remember speaking of specifically. There was a Japanese VTuber who had that exact thing happen, where their avatar I think is like a cute younger girl, but they have like a deeper voice. And I think but they actually speak with like a younger girl's voice, and it's kind of funny because they had a goofy clip of them, gagging all of a sudden because it was hurting their throat.
Oh,
and it
no.
was Onin-san, Onet-san, Ohayo. It was really funny because they just coughed very hard all of a sudden, and it made me lose it. I loved it.
That must have been. There's this term. I don't know if it's strictly in the VTuber community or like a general Japanese thing, gapmo, which like the visual and like the general sense of that being is very far apart from each other, and I always enjoy when that happens.
Oh yeah, gapmo. Yes, yeah, I know exactly what you mean now. Yeah. Wait, where are we going?
I have no idea.
Oh, here
Wait,
we go.
can we destroy? Wait, can we destroy this though? Like there's a wall here. Oh, I guess it wasn't.
No, here we go. It's down here. It's down here. Clear prisons. Yeah, here we go. This is the final boss. Yeah. I have done this dungeon, but not on this character, which is why I remember it. But oh,
it's this one.
Genetrix. Look at him jiggle.
He has jiggle physics.
I'm the one who has jiggle physics, motherfucker. What are you doing? Get out of here.
Mom mad. Oh yeah, they're like the mom of the bombs or.
Yes, MOMB, mom.
Mom.
Not gray at all.
They're gonna be gray when they explode into ashes.
That's true.
And now they're blue. You're blue now.
Fire.
Yeah.
The only thing better than blue fire is purple fire.
I like green fire myself. I see that in a lot of like fantasy games, and it's always so pretty.
It's also not done a lot, but I can tell you something that it was done in. The cartoon for the 1998 American Godzilla movie, which was actually a lot better than the movie. Even though I like it quite a lot, actually. I respect it, but many people hate it. But Zilla Jr. has green fire aesthetic atomic breath, and it looks really cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh look, we came full circle. Now we're talking about Godzilla again.
Oh, we didn't get any Plague Bringer stuff. Damn it, it's all ninja stuff.
Wait a minute. Hang on. I now need to confirm this. You're saying Plague Bringer, and I suddenly have a realization that I don't think that's this dungeon.
Really?
I'm pretty sure that it's not.
Because I remember someone telling me it's like the Fatal Series one. Let me check. Plague Bringer, FXIV. Plague Bringer,
Yeah, that's Saint Mausian's Arboretum.
Oh,
okay.
No. It can also be. Yeah, it
but
can.
It is actually guaranteed from that dungeon, which is also a 60 dungeon, and I can also solo that one.
Oh, okay. Do you want to go through it? I understand
sure.
if like you're tired. Okay.
No, I'm totally fine. I could go for like 2 or 3 more hours actually. I have body will that is probably more resilient than most, even though I shouldn't do it to myself, but I do. Also, I mean, getting this dungeon unlocked was a good idea anyway. Like, I needed to get the dungeon unlocked anyway, so. And I already have the Arboretum, because that is a story dungeon, I think.
Yeah, I think so. The thing is, the problem with me is that I unlock all the blue dungeons, and then the others who are playing don't. So I usually have dungeons that I have, but they can't access.
Yeah, admittedly, like I was gonna mention that I knew about Final Fantasy XIV for a while. I knew there was an MMO. I was like, I don't want to do it though because it was too cumbersome. It was like it's a full on. It's too involved for me. Funny now, looking back on that. But a friend who was doing the friend recruit system bought the game for me because they wanted to, use a friend recruit, and said, yeah, it's like $20 right now, so I'll buy it for you. It was base game. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I played it for a bit. I'm like, I could actually see myself playing this. This is pretty neat because I have people to play it with. I can do this. And then my girlfriend bought me Heavensward. And then one of her friends bought me Stormblood. So, in the end, I got all of the expansions for free completely. Because other people bought it for me. But I am enjoying I already have like 600 sub days now.
Oh gosh.
So, and the weird part is I've only really been playing it for maybe a little over a year and a half.
Well, that's fair. You need your downtime as well, even if you do have sub days.
Oh no, I've been playing. Like, I play it on and off, like quite literally, ever since I started.
Oh, I
because
see.
it like not only does it give me something to do, it's also quite fun to play. Like, I enjoy it, and now that like I said, I have people to play it with, so I keep playing. And again, now that there's recent updates coming that I'm also looking forward to, I don't want to stop. I'm really looking forward to the new Nier raid, honestly. Also, this is probably my favorite dungeon aesthetic in the game. Because I have a huge, huge love for nature reclaiming human architecture.
Yeah, this is amazing in that regard. Although, I am very partial myself to the library of Gobal so far.
Yes, that's also really. Plus, that one has a very good jazz lounge theme.
Yes, exactly. And also, the boss fights are annoying, but also very clever.
I like the second boss. I like this big beast thing that's like, oh, you got oil everywhere. He likes his books. I can't fault that.
The last boss in that in the library annoys me so much
Oh, the
because
big book.
every time it turns around, it insta kills you, right? And I always get slowed down, so I'm dead half the
Oh,
time of that fight.
you only get insta killed if you're behind it by the time that it turns around.
Yeah, exactly. And s- sometimes I don't have that awareness to see, oh, it's turning around. I should go to the other side. Wait, where's everybody else? Like that sort of thing.
That was
Gosh.
part of the reason why I was like very adamant for like a long time. Like I don't want to do raids because I've been told that if one person messes up the mechanic, you kill everybody, and I'm like I don't want to be that person. And then I'm like, oh no, that's not the case at all. Like that's not at all how this game works.
Oh, these are so cute.
Gotta kill him.
Murdered the cute ones. Also, Kiwi told me that there's a dungeon that actually has you do math in this.
That's true. It is a raid, and it is a pseudo-required raid now, by the way. It is the Rita Run a Lighthouse. And
What
the
level
second,
is that?
it's level 70. It is a Stormblood endgame raid. And it is
Oh,
required now because you have to do those in order to get the free hand-me-out relic weapon from Shadowbringers. Which I have done, and I have, but the relic quest, as per usual, are bullshit. But, yeah, it's a thing, and I don't like it, because I don't like math. I used to be decent at math, but then I was like, nah, I don't like math. I don't like things that make me think. I'm playing a video game. I play video games to not have to think too hard. Sucks. So yeah, it's a cool boss and all, but I don't like that it requires you to do variables of number. I'm like, I don't want to do math.
especially when you're fighting monsters, trying to remember rotations, trying to heal or attack or tank.
Thankfully, it's a mechanic where you're looking at his dialogue. He's not doing anything for this. But if you mess up the mechanic, he kills your character. So it's not that bad. Well, I got slowed. That's why.
Wait. So he's just doing a whole villain monologue while you're doing math.
Essentially, yeah. You pay. It's like now like going into this combat mode, demanding that players adhere to variable of 5 or something like that. I forget the actual quote, but he basically says the math mechanic in dialogue. And you're presented with like 3 or 4 portals or something, and you gotta step in the right one so that you don't die. Like it's a neat mechanic, but it's math.
That makes the villain a huge nerd.
He's a robot, so
Oh, okay, fair.
yeah, he's a construct, so he's like a big old robot golem.
Okay, but imagine this. If this was actually a thing that happened in the story and the villain wins because of math, that would be hilarious.
That's a good bit, yeah. That sounds like a... Like that honestly, I'm now reminded of how I think someone on Twitter, there was another VTuber who was doing like, give me a PNG and I'll tell you what My Hero Academia villain you are. And I'm like, okay, sure. I don't know anything about the show. I only know thick frog girl, cute childhood friend, female companion character, and the main character Deku. That's all I know. But apparently the one that they said that I would be the one dude who's like the mom of the villain group. You know, they're a guy, and they have what was referred, which was a really cool power, was referred to as calculated or coordinate-based portals. Meaning he has to know exactly where he wants to be to end up there when he uses his portal ability.
Oh,
Okay,
you mean Kurogiri, the firehead
Yeah.
guy, right?
Yeah, the cool like shadow head man.
I love him. I've only watched a bit of MHA, but I like what I've seen so far. Except for that one kid with the grape hair. Useless.
The kid with like the mask and like the rooster comb for hair. purple or something.
Yeah, like his whole character is just being a pervert, and that's it. Like, why?
You know,
Why do you
I
need to
guess
have
not.
this sort of character anymore? It's not the
Well,
90s anymore.
the one trope that anime will never be able to escape because there always has to be the one.
Gosh.
I think my favorite joke about the fandom though is that there is that one girl who's like perfectly invisible, but the amount of fetish artists that have drawn her is hilarious because you can't see her, only her clothes, and you can only really tell what the thing is based on what her clothes are doing, and like it's comedy to me. I love that. I love that joke because there was always that because there was gonna be the Universal Monster Verse where they brought back like the Mummy and like the Invisible Man and Helsing and all that stuff. They were going to do that, but Tom Cruise ruined that for everybody because he ruined the Mummy reboot, which was gonna be something actually decent until he got on board with it. But apparently they like one of the running gags was get a really famous big name actor to play the Invisible Man you never actually see, so you're not actually paying them.
Gosh.
Because
Just their
they're
voice,
lucky to get it.
maybe.
Well, yeah, exactly, and that was great because that happened in the Deadpool movie. If you haven't seen that, apparently there was the invisible character who never spoke and was never actually visibly seen, but he was there. And he's like a lesser, like not even C tier Marvel quote unquote hero.
And he died immediately, didn't he? Like in the
Yes,
movie.
yeah, he parachuted down and got caught on some electrical wires. But the best part about this was that it was the absolute quickest cameo in cinema history, and the character was played by Brad Pitt.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Like if you pause it at an exact moment when he was getting electrocuted, you'll see Brad Pitt's face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yep.
god.
And that happened because Brad Pitt is a friend of Ryan Reynolds, who called him up one day and said, "Hey, you wanna be in a comic book movie?" And apparently Brad Pitt was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll do a cameo for you," because he thought it would be a funny joke. And they were totally on the same page. It's like, look, you don't have to pay me. Just get me a cup of coffee. I don't care. Like I don't care. Like a cup of coffee, I'm good. I'll do the cameo for you. And I think it like took like maybe a couple hours to film in grand total, but the cameo lasted for about 1.7 seconds.
Amazing.
So that's like it broke the record on the world's fastest cinema cameo, and I love that. That's amazing. I love it when jokes like that happen. It's the best. Now he's the final boss, who's a big old spider plant lady. Belladonna. I've taken to saying that actually a lot recently.
Which part?
I say, hella belladonna. I'm like, you know, that's my expression when I say like, oh, cool, awesome. You know, like it's like, oh, you like, hey, you want a collab? Yes, hella belladonna. I'm like, they're like, what? It's like, I'm sorry, it's my weird gimmick way of saying awesome. Let's do it.
I mean that's basically a catchphrase for you. Then you know catchphrases are good as signature thing.
This is true, and it's great because again, like my memes for my own streams, there are two now. It will. I think my main one at this point is "Work it, twerk it," Isaac Clarke.
What? Who's Isaac Clarke?
He's the protagonist of the game Dead Space.
Ah.
And in the third game, they got a little bit more actiony, away from the survival horror aspect, in that you have a crouch now that you can like hide behind things when you're shooting action, because like you're now also, instead of just, you know, the Thing-esque alien monsters, you're also shooting, you know, cultists, because why not? And But because of the crouch, as any game that has a crouch, you can mash it and you'll stand back up and crouch again, doing like a dance. But
Oh no!
but the joke is that because of this, I firmly believe that Isaac Clarke has a thick booty, and the joke was that thick boy Isaac. Look, my boy Isaac's got a damn good ass in these cool spacesuits. You can't convince me he doesn't. And ever since then, it just work at Torque at Isaac Clarke. And the best part about this is that a friend of mine gave me an animation they did, and I think MMD. They have Isaac's model twerking, and I use that for my subscription notification.
I think at this point, every game with like a third person point of view, they have to give the character a thick behind, because that's what we're gonna be staring at for the most part. Otherwise, people are gonna complain about flat asses.
Absolutely. It's one of the reasons why I'm like, look, I cannot play Final Fantasy XIV without my character having a big butt. I'm sorry, I can't. I will not allow it. I need to have the curves that are required. So, looks like you all got ghost feet stuff again.
Yeah.
All boots.
That's all right. We'll go to Steam Raiders real quick, and then I'll probably end the stream because I am hungry and I want to eat.
I am too, actually. I've only eaten once tonight. I should probably go eat.
So, I think this is a good part to stop.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you for helping out and joining me on the stream.
No problem. Thank you for having me. This was fun.
We'll see what happens in Stream Raiders, and then we'll find someone to raid.
Yes, excellent.
Ooh, I know who to raid. I know who exactly to raid.
We had a wonderful stream, Naya, yes.
Hi, Naya. I would continue, but I'm craving food so much.
Also, I'm gonna say that I love the hair physics on your model. That's awesome.
Thank you. I upgraded it because before it used to have helmet hair. Now it's a bit fluffier.
Helmet hair.
You know that default Vroid helmet hair that's gross and funky? Thank you so much for everyone who dropped by. There's so many snakes on the screen. I'm so happy. So many cute little snakes.
A snake, a snake.
Congratulations on the money, Renzi. It is a lot of snakes. I changed like I didn't originally it was the SCP and Among Us, but it didn't fit my team. Like, oh, there's snakes here. Okay, let's do everyone's snakes. Danger noodles for days. So
Danger noodles.
Alright, I know who to stream. The magic number 3 is streaming some Dead by Daylight, so we're gonna raid them, and our raid message will be give me a raid message, Mom, now. Give me a raid
message. I always use Gatorade for mine.
Okay, we can use Gatorade. How about
there we go. I typed
drink
it in the chat.
Some Gatorade. I don't know. Drink some Gatorade and FXIV for days. There's the raid message in the chat. You can just copy paste.
You need electrolytes to keep you going strong.
You need the electrolytes to do all the daily raids and all the raids and all that. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you all on Wednesday for some Hades. We also play Hades on Friday and Darkest Dungeon on Sunday. Sunday is Darkest Dungeon. I will be naming the characters after people on stream. So if you wanna see if you survive the depths of hell, be there or be square. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll be going now. Thank you again, Mama Nell. I'll shout you out real quick again. It's Mama_Nell on Twitch, right?
No, it's Wanimiko Nile.
Oh
it's
yeah,
sad there.
Wanimiko Nile. Wanimiko
Yeah.
Nile.
Everyone just calls me
Oh
Mama
wait,
Nile.
oh gosh, this raid happened. We ran out.
Oh, no, it's okay.
There we go. Thank you so much for dropping by. This was fun.
You're very welcome.